There we go. Oh, we're live. Hey, welcome, guys. I'm here with my buddy
Leighton. What's up, guys?
Leighton. He's an American. He hasn't got his passport yet, but just about.
Basically.
Don't anybody call Trump if you don't like him. Yeah, you might get Trump on your passport.
I might, yeah. I probably might.
I just got mine. I did not get.
You're not getting on it.
Donnie J.
You get the Trump edition passport. Oh, my family will hate that.
And they will be livid.
They will be livid, yeah.
I think it's kind of funny.
That's kind of funny, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Leighton, can you tell everybody a bit about yourself and your story, your background of
how did I end up here?
Yeah, maybe to start with how you ended up here,
okay,
and then we can get into later about because your life is very interesting coming from Jamaica.
Yeah, that's a long story.
Let's start with.
But how did I end up here in Asia specifically?
Mm-hmm.
So quick version is in 2022, 2023, I was basically going through a divorce,
mm-hmm.
and to just tell the truth, my ex-wife was stalking me in
mm-hmm.
America, and so I said to myself, I just kind of need a break. I need a reset. And I'd heard.
And your ex-wife was.
Yeah, there's more to that story. I don't want to bash her publicly, but she had some mental issues for sure.
Yeah,
lots of mental issues.
Terrifying for you to go through.
Yeah, if I tell every time I tell someone like the full story, they kind of like they're like, holy moly, there's no way you're still around.
I thought I had a bad divorce.
Yeah,
I've heard some stories, some bad ones, but yours, I think, I don't know, it's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But yeah, so I was going through.
Is it bad that it makes me feel better about my divorce? I feel happier. Hey, mine wasn't so bad.
Look, if that's a positive to take from it, then that's a positive.
It's not true. It sucked. I remember the suckiness.
All divorces are bad, right? That's the thing. Everyone goes through different levels of.
That's right. They're terrible.
Stress, but they're all bad.
That's right.
That's true. They're all bad. Especially when you still love the person. That's the sad part, right? Because you don't marry someone that you don't love necessarily. At least for guys, I don't think we do. I've seen women do it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So.
Yeah, I convinced myself that I loved my wife. I don't think I knew her well enough was my mistake. But I definitely had love in my heart for her. I definitely cared and wanted to take care of her. But I think for me, it was more about wanting to be the man taking care of this poor girl from Vietnam. This was in America. I met her in America. And, I wanted to
give her a good life.
And we were going to build a good life together and all that stuff.
Kind of me too, yeah. Because my ex-wife, she's American, but she was poor.
Mm-hmm.
She was in Forest Park
mm-hmm.
her whole life. So she lived in Atlanta her whole life and had never even been to the aquarium.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, how are you in Atlanta? And I've only been here for a couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
And I've basically done everything there is to do here.
Mm-hmm.
But you've not even gone to the aquarium, which is like $30 and up the street.
Wow.
So they didn't have much
super
money.
Poor.
Yeah, not very much at all. So, yeah. And maybe perhaps there's some priorities, bad mismanagement of money that could be involved there too.
Usually there's a big chunk of that. And that's even in poor countries. A lot of times they just don't know what to do when they do get money.
That's it.
Right here, I was number one uno idioto in America when I did make money. Oh, God.
Lessons learned, my friend. Lessons learned.
It's like I was putting fire in my pocket. Get out of there! Give it. You have it. Give me something.
You break the $100.
Yeah,
it's done.
$1,100 for a stereo receiver.
Why not?
Sounds like a good purchase to me.
Sounds like a bargain.
I'm an audiophile.
But yeah,
no house, but I had like a $4,500 stereo system.
Jeez.
No house.
Jeez, that's crazy. All right, you might be pretty bad. You might be pretty bad.
I was so stupid.
You might be pretty bad.
Sure.
Let's see.
Anyway, but yeah, okay. So back to Asia. How you ended up coming to Asia because you wanted to get away from your
So there was a lot going on. Wanted to get away from the ex, and I had already had in my mind that I wanted to travel. But when you get married, have a business in America, you start building roots. it's not really hard to just get up and leave.
Mhm.
And also, my parents are living in America, so it wasn't a situation where I could just get up and leave very easily. And I put it off and put it off and put it off until it just kind of faded into the background as a pipe dream.
Mhm.
This was all happening, and I was like, okay, maybe time to give it a try.
Mhm.
And
Now tell everybody how old you are. This is the amazing thing. You and a couple other guys that are my followers are so young.
yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
only 30. So,
yeah, you're still,
so I've been traveling now since 27.
but you have so much knowledge about life. I think because of the way you grew up,
Yeah.
and the things you've gone through. That's the good part of going through the bad parts. But
Yeah, I have too much knowledge about life. I wish I knew less.
Yeah, right?
I wish I knew less.
I understand. I'll take the bubble for a while.
Yeah, it's.
You keep on talking. I'm going to go grab an aspirin.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Yeah.
All good. But yeah, so I ended up in Thailand because that was kind of what I'd heard most about, and I wanted to go to Chiang Mai specifically. But at the time, I just booked a flight to Bangkok, and I said, let me try out Bangkok first, feel it out, see how I like it, and then I'll go from there. And then while I was staying in Thailand, since it was such a long time there, I would do visa runs to different other Asian countries. So I went to Cambodia, went to Laos, came to Vietnam. When I came to Vietnam the first time, I didn't ever see it as a place that I would potentially live at, but I had such a good time. It was just not on the radar for me. And I had such a good time. I was like, oh, okay, Vietnam's not bad. And then I did another run to Vietnam, and I said, let me try it. And while I was in Vietnam the first time as well, something that I did notice was that the women were phenomenal. Like the women were beautiful, were very, very beautiful. And I remember even like the coffee shop that was down the street from the hostel that I stayed at the first time. The woman there at the coffee shop, she was just so cute and so sweet to me. I was like, oh man, I might have to come back to Vietnam. I might have to try Vietnam again. And so the second time I came back to Vietnam, I think I was on Facebook dating at the time.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. I was on Facebook dating at the time, and I met a Vietnamese girl on Facebook dating.
Mhm.
Ended up talking to her online, and so I said, okay, I'll come back and try actually living here
Mhm.
since I was talking to her.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's kind of how I ended up in Vietnam. But
Yeah.
but that was a great relationship too. While it was,
Mhm.
very beautiful, very smart girl. So I think, and like we were talking, well, like we mention this all the time. I think honestly, if you're looking for a really good woman, if you're looking for a wife, I think Vietnam is like the last place in the world, perhaps one of the few places in the world where you can find it. I'd still maybe put Japan up there, but that's a process and a half. Even just getting to Japan, if you don't have a
Mhm.
strong passport, is really hard. But even if you do, you also have to learn Japanese because Japan is a very enclosed society, right?
That's right.
And then you
Is
have,
xenophobic the right
and they're
word for
very
there?
xenophobic. Yeah, they are.
I think that
They're
maybe
very
that's right.
nationalistic. Like they're extremely nationalistic.
Ah,
Yeah. So and it doesn't matter if you're white, black, Indian, whatever else. If you're not Japanese, you're not Japanese.
mm-mm.
Even if you're another Asian, they don't like other Asians.
No,
too.
I know they don't like other Asians. They really look down on Southeast Asians, especially.
Yeah,
And
100%.
Koreans and Japanese
The
do
Koreans and
not.
Japanese do not get along because of the war that they had.
Yeah, and they're still fighting over some of the islands over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
quite interesting when you get over here, guys, that you'll start to pick up the real dynamics of what's going on in the world because you'll never find it out on mainstream media.
Mm-mm.
It is trippy. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I've had Japanese guys come up to me in the store and in Vietnam, and they're like, and he'll say, like, speak their English is funny. It's not so good usually from Japan, but he's like, where are you from? I said, American. And they really respect Americans. I
Yeah.
mean, out and about, they'll like
Yeah.
put you on the same level or higher or around them. But he was like, he said, oh, these Vietnamese people. So something happened in the store. I don't know what it was. It was kind of ghetto shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, Vietnamese.
Yeah, they're inefficient sometimes, and the Japanese are a culture that respect efficiency immensely.
Yes. So Vietnam has changed so much over 15 years. I can tell you when I first got here, it was so dirty, you guys. It was so poor.
Yeah.
15 years ago, none of this.
It wasn't as nice as it is now.
Oh, not even close.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say 90% of the apartments now in Ho Chi Minh, the
Mhm.
buildings, the tall,
Mhm.
nice ones, 90%, maybe 95% were not here in
Mm.
2011 when I came.
Mm.
And there's guys that have came here in the late 90s who could tell you, told me stories too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Quick made up name is asking for how to contact you the best way for a consult.
Oh yeah, great. Yeah, consultations and asked about for how to learn Vietnamese. Yeah. So we have a course, myself and my two assistants, and then we have four teachers that work for us that teach the students for us that join our club. And we do like a 20-minute consultation, kind of find out which language you want to learn, the northern version or the southern version. And we can explain the differences and you make a decision, and then we show you what we offer besides the teachers. And we also have tutors that help after the teachers to keep you in check, because Vietnamese is considered a top tier 4 language. But I can tell you, as someone who speaks pretty good Vietnamese out and about, I learned the wrong way and wasted hundreds, if not 1,000 hours of coffee shop time.
Jeez.
Because I didn't get a teacher in the beginning. It was a massive mistake. And, but there's a method. If you do follow my method and believe and trust in me and the teachers, you're going to learn much, much faster. And it's all about the method and putting the time in, those two things. It's not, I'm too old. It has nothing to do with it. It's just putting time in. I'm old, and I started learning Vietnamese when I was, late 40s. So,
jeez,
yeah. And my Vietnamese is very acceptable. So I've had 2 girlfriends that spoke no English. I mean, one, I don't even think she understood goodbye. Or I would say good to her sometimes, and she's like, huh? I'm just like, okay. No idea. Anyway, in consults, you guys can join the school group that's in the videos, in my latest videos, the last 4 months. You can join the school group, message me, I'll give you my WhatsApp. And consultations, the same thing. You can join the WhatsApp, or you can just message me on my homepage. Okay, enough of that. So let's see.
Yeah, I was in school. That's how I got in touch with you too, right?
Yeah, that's right. You did 2 consultations with me, is that right?
2, I think. Yeah.
And that's the great thing about what I love about Leighton is he's young, but he's smart enough to know he doesn't know some things. And once you accept that, because there's many things that the guys I do consultations for can help me with.
Mm-hmm.
Like I get business guys that come in there.
Yeah. I've given you so much business at this point. I've gotten on you about so much business stuff.
Yeah. And I got a guy the other day. He graduated from Stanford.
Oh, nice.
The smart guys are the ones that want more information, and I get information from them. Yeah. But they still have to pay me. So
nothing wrong.
Because my information leads you to Vietnamese women. I'm holding the trump card, baby. I got the ace of spades in my pocket. I know the method.
The royal flush.
Yeah, I do the general. That's right. Quick made up name. That's right. That's funny. Quick made up name. I like that sense of humor. That's right. Moving, all the logistics and nuts and bolts we help you with. Some guys, we actually, I do 4 different consults. One is also for travel, like just for a month. I had a guy that hooked him up with the information of Da Nang and Hanoi, where he was going. He was only here for 2 weeks. He was from San Diego. He was also in the casino business, as I was before too. Nice. How many hours needed to learn basic everyday Vietnamese language? That's a great question, Jason. This is my idea of basic is about 2,000, 2,500 words is going to really, really cover you on everyday Vietnamese.
I don't think you need that much, to be honest.
Well, if you're going to have a girlfriend.
If you're going to have a girlfriend.
What is basic everyday Vietnamese? Like going outside?
I would put that in the category of like being able to order food, being able to tell people where you're going, being able to negotiate prices.
Yeah, that's a great. So let's say those 3. Mm-hmm. Food, there's probably about 250 words. Mm-hmm. And then you got to learn the sentences, how to say them correctly so they understand you. Mm-hmm. And then the numbers, the prices, that's another, 50. That's not too bad. The numbers are kind of easy to learn.
It's just, same thing.
And then What was the last one you said?
Maybe like getting transportation.
Oh, transportation. So another.
In
So I would say you're looking at about 500 words, 600 words, somewhere in there for basic. The key with Vietnamese is the pronunciation and saying that it looks like American English alphabet or the Roman alphabet. It's
all over the
there's
place.
12 vowels to start with. There's 3 A's, 3 O's, and they all sound different. And you can't just guess. And I've had so many guys think, oh, I can just learn from an app and I'll do it. And then you go online, just Google it and ask people their experience in trying to learn Vietnamese. Terrible. They just don't do it. You need to get a teacher. Yeah. Or you need to be like me and just stubborn.
I've tried Duolingo. Don't use it. It doesn't work. Not for Vietnamese.
No.
It's for Spanish, sure. You know what?
Spanish, you can get close. Thai, you can get close.
Thai,
a lot of languages you can get close. French also.
Vietnamese, just hire the teacher. Hire the teacher. If she's from Seoul, just go ahead and hire her.
All these Asian languages. Chinese, Japanese. Thai is easy.
Thai is easy, yeah. Thai is easy.
But not easy, but
it's easy to speak, in my opinion.
Oh,
it's hard to read.
You're really good at it too. You pick up on tones. Well, Leighton, you're an auditory learner, which is 1 out of 10 guys. He can listen to me say things in Vietnamese and repeat it and get it almost correct. That's very, very rare talent.
Fair.
And that's why you could be a polyglot if you really wanted to be. And you do speak good Thai.
I speak, well, I'm already kind of a polyglot. I speak 4.
Yeah, you got. Well, you grew up in Jamaica.
Patois, English, Spanish, and
listen to his English. You would never know he was 18
Japanese
when he came to America for good.
Yeah. Well, we speak English in Jamaica. It's just not as nice as American English. It's very rudimentary.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We hear Jamaicans speaking quickly. You will be like, "What the heck are you guys saying?" But that's patois. So. Yeah.
Honey.
But you could. I would say if you put in about a good 30 hours. And then some street time, like actually going and implementing, because that's the thing, right? If you just study it in the book and then you don't actually implement it in practice in person, then it doesn't stick.
And here's the major problem with these apps is they're AI created. There's no Vietnamese reviewing them. The first thing they teach is, there it is. Sorry, Scott, but Xin Chào. Nobody says Xin Chào. Xin Chào is when you're speaking to someone that's like 30, 40 years older than you, or you're at like a really formal dinner. You're like all dressed up like at a wedding or something.
Yeah,
nobody says Xin Chào.
Or whatever.
Actually, most people just say hi and bye in Vietnamese.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Or ciao.
Or ciao, yeah.
Yeah, just say ciao. And that's very natural. Ciao or hi, ciao or bye. Ciao is also bye. So things like that, you're going to say things like, when you say, in 1 year, I'll maybe hear Thombi. I'll maybe hear it from natives.
I've said it so many times to people, and people are like,
yeah, they look at you weird. I said that too when I first started. Yeah, they're like, what? Because it's so high level. It's like meeting somebody and go, oh, right, very nice to meet you today, sir. Yeah. Fine day to you. Like, nobody speaks like that.
It's absolutely my pleasure. Yeah, no. Just be like, all right, dude, nice to meet you, dude. Have a good day.
Yeah, immersion is the best way to learn. It's the second best way. Yeah, not the best way. Unless you're not
a girlfriend. I'm joking.
That is true. Maybe immersion, I would say, is third.
Third, yeah.
Because the problem with immersion is, Jason, and maybe Jason, maybe you are an auditory learner too. Because when most guys hear the language, they can't distinguish the fucking sounds. It's so difficult. I couldn't. I have to learn how to speak it correctly myself. Yeah. Hello from Australia. Hello, Stephen. My girlfriend lives in the northern part. Oh God, it's way different, Scott. That's, you know that. Yeah. They don't even understand each other.
Yeah, I've seen them trying to talk and they don't get along.
They don't like each other sometimes, for sure. Yeah, the Northerners still have the "we kicked your ass" attitude.
100%.
Yeah, they do. They do. And this, like, I know is a big government town, and the South is not super fond of the North sometimes. They think, well, Northern people are not as warm and friendly as
no, Southern people are very friendly. People from Hanoi.
You think so? I don't think Ho Chi Minh people are that friendly.
No, I think they are.
Some
depends, like not in D1 where they're used to everybody, but
I think they're nice in D1. You don't think so?
I don't think so. No, I think they were nicer to me in D7 than D1.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, see, D4. I find the people in D1 much friendlier to me than than out here.
Okay.
Although don't get me wrong, there's a
out
lot
there,
of
they're
friendly
not as
people in
friendly
the
out there,
south.
that's true.
There's a lot of
say
friendly
that.
people here, but they're
Yeah.
not as warm. Like Da Nang is
I've heard that the people are super nice.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's the nicest.
But they're also a tourist town, right? So
yeah, but they don't care. They're just really sweet people. I mean, it's just off the charts nice people. 95% of them are just so warm. I love Da Nang.
I gotta go. I haven't been yet. I need to go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Yeah.
I'd love to go with you. It's amazing. The beach, sitting on the beach.
The views alone are just so nice.
Oh, the view is beautiful.
That curve going up to the hill, man.
Oh,
if I'll probably try it next time. If I was gonna stay in Vietnam.
yeah, you gotta
I'll
go
probably
check it
stay
out.
there,
Yeah, you gotta go check it. It's not a place for dating, though. Well, unless you really have something to offer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like apart from money,
you look different than me, right?
I would. I'm not sure. Let's let the audience decide. I didn't notice. I didn't know.
This motherfucker has something different to offer. Fucking porn.
No. Chill.
Oh shit! I want to say crazy shit. Anyway, but yeah, if you're gonna date in Da Nang, it's much more difficult, honestly, because of
is there like more competition? Or?
It's a sausage fest.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, there's so
I've
many
heard
single
that too.
guys walking around.
But I bet most of them don't speak Vietnamese.
No,
so
no,
if I have an edge automatically if I go and speak.
Even speaking, that basic 250 words or 500 words or whatever would be a big advantage.
Which I'm getting there now. I'm just not practicing as much as I should.
Well, you're busy.
But I mean, I could practice more too. I could.
It's a huge advantage if you guys can speak Vietnamese. There's just no two ways about it. Yeah.
But I also wouldn't. I think my advice to anyone going to a tourist town is not to date the women that speak English. If you want that good of relationship,
because they've been ran through.
Yeah. I was gonna say it more nicely than that,
but I'm okay. I'm okay picking up the tail end if I just came from a drought. You know what I mean? If you walk through the desert for 4 days with no water and you see some dirty water, guess what?
Fair enough.
You're gonna suck all that dirty water down. That pond's gonna be empty, and then you can go to greener pastures. Go for some bottled water.
Fair enough.
Are there a lot of Chinese living in Vietnam? There is.
A good
Jason, a good bit. I never chat with them.
Yeah, there is a good bit though, especially here in D9. If you go
D9's got quite.
There's so many here.
Yeah.
That barbecue I told you I went to the other night. It was basically all Chinese guys.
Oh wow. Yeah, there's a lot of Chinese here. I think so. I just don't interact with them. They don't speak English.
They don't really speak English. Yeah, they kind of keep to themselves.
They really keep to themselves.
Yeah.
They really keep to themselves. And I've never had any issue with them. They're not rude or anything.
Well,
they
can be rude, but they're not intentionally rude. That's just their culture.
Oh, I see. They are colder.
Yeah, they're very annoying. But they fit in Vietnam because Vietnamese people are a bit loud too.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Thailand, you will notice Chinese people a lot quicker. Because Thais are such a quiet people.
Yeah.
You know, if you go on a train, for example, if you go to D1 and go on a train here, everyone's on the train talking really loudly. In Thailand, the train is quiet. You know, you only hear people shuffling around when it's time to move, or you hear people on their phones. If someone's audio goes off, everyone will turn and look at the person who will mute their audio.
Yeah.
Or put their AirPods in. On the flip side, here in Vietnam, you can't even sleep in really without hearing the ban bo, man. But
not in Vietnam homes, man.
Not in Vietnam homes,
but you do hear it outside a lot.
But when I lived in Dakota, that was my alarm. I was like, okay, it's about 6 to 7 a.m.
Yeah, it's not a quiet place. Luckily, noise pollution doesn't bother me too much.
Yeah, that was a big adjustment for me coming from Thailand. I would say that was the biggest one. Apart from the dating, the noise level. I made a video yesterday too for my channel. I was talking about that, and that's going to be a big one.
Yeah, Digital Leighton on YouTube, just getting rolling here within the last week. Seriously, right?
Yeah, 3 a week now. 3 every week will be posted.
Yeah, in the future. So good. Check it out. Are there more? Let's see. Da Nang is my wife. Oh, here we go. My wife is from Nha Trang, but she lives in Ho Chi Minh. So warm and loving woman. Great, Stephen. Good to hear. I love to hear the good stories. Da Nang is very nice. Give it go if you get a chance for sure, Scott. Are there more in Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh? Oh, I don't know that, Jason. I just don't pay that much attention to
More
because
Chinese.
I can't tell the difference between a lot of Chinese and Vietnamese. It's just
There's a slight, it's very
Slight.
slight, but Vietnamese people look very close to Chinese people.
yeah, they're very their genealogy is very close.
I was about to say, actually, Northern Vietnamese people, there's a thing about that. Northern Vietnamese
Yeah.
people are Chinese,
yeah.
Chinese immigrants.
Well, the Chinese
But
were here for
years.
1,000 years, so for
Thousands
sure.
of years. Yeah, they're
Yes.
one of the oldest civilizations, right? So
Vietnam's the third oldest country in the world.
Is
I just
it?
found that out last
Wow.
year. That was kind of interesting. I mean, the borders
The
change all
borders,
the
yeah.
time, but I don't know how they determine that. Or they watch a video from 2,000 years ago. How do they know? Sometimes you know those guys are just sitting around going, let's say this about history.
Get our country some clout. Put it on the map. Is there a Chinatown in every? I don't even know. Is there a Chinatown in Ho Chi Minh?
Oh yeah,
there is.
Yeah, in District 5.
Oh, okay. I've never been.
Big place there.
Okay.
And there's a lot of Chinese people that speak Chinese there too. They speak Vietnamese too.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty big actually.
I've never been to that district actually.
Is there a Chinatown in every major city in Vietnam? Well, I don't know, Jason, if there is or not. So in Da Nang, they have an area where north of Mi K, where all the Koreans and the Chinese usually stay in the hotels up there because the restaurants are all Chinese and Korean food. And in Mi K is where the Westerners stay because that's where all of our American food is. And there's a lot of good American food in
So
Da Nang.
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Drop a like, guys. Help us out. Help out the channel. We've had a lot of people watch, but not much people drop a like.
I think they like it. They're just enthralled.
Ask and you shall receive, they say, right?
Yeah. Bet, Jason. So let's see. As the host, let me come up. So let's get back to the dating thing then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I know that you were really religious growing up and very conservative, right? This is not your typical black dude from America experience, right?
Yeah.
Like I went to an all black high school and I was the same way. We were all trying to get it, right? So, but for you were pushing it away, right?
Almost. Yeah. I, honestly, I want being humble about it. Yeah. But in reality, I was swinging them away. Yeah. I had to be when I first got to America, it was such a difference in culture too. Because coming from Jamaica, the guys are usually the initiators. So you have to almost be chasing tail, if you will. And then coming to America, I remember my first class in college, my American government class, I was there and maybe after I think with the second time, we were waiting outside because there's another class going on. And a girl from my class literally came up to me and was like, what are you a student here? And I was like, yeah, I'm in your class. I'll be a student. And she's like, do you live on the dorms? And I was like, no, I commute because I was staying with my family. And she's like, do you if you ever want to come over to my dorm and chill, Netflix and chill? I didn't know what it meant at the time.
So innocent.
Netflix
so
and
funny.
Chill. I'm like, why would I want to Netflix and chill? I have Netflix at home. Why did I come to your dorm to Netflix and chill? I was so clueless. And she looked at me like this idiot. But this was I would literally get hit on by women every week in college, and with them initiating. So I was. Hopefully, I'm not too ugly now, but back then I was a really good looking guy.
Well, you're a lot thinner then.
Oh yeah, I was in athletic.
I saw pictures.
In full athletic shape. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw pictures of you when you're 17. I wouldn't even known you're the same person.
Yeah.
I mean, you're very.
I know.
Women find you very attractive now.
Yeah. I got hit on a lot back then. I mean, even when I worked at IHOP as my part-time job, there were women that would come in 40-year-old, 50-year-old woman and be like, oh, what time do you get off, honey? And I'm like, whoa, chill.
I wish you'll have to show the picture of you when you're 17 learning to be a pilot.
Oh yeah.
That was crazy to see you. I was like, wow. How much did you weigh back then?
Oh, dude, I could barely hit 170. I was struggling to hit 160.
And what do you weigh now? 250?
Man.
These are guys.
No, I weigh around, I think I'm in my 240s now, high 240s, 248.
So I said 250, and you said, "Oh no!" Like it's so fucking far
Basically,
away.
yeah, 250. Call it 250.
No, not 250.
And I'm
I'm
coming
too far.
down too. I was up at 280 before.
Wow.
The fattest I ever got was like right after COVID. I was about 290.
Yeah, COVID was. Yeah, I gained some serious weight in COVID.
Yeah, I was.
I don't know
really
how some
unhealthy.
people lost weight. They stayed home and just started working
No,
out.
they were poor.
They couldn't afford anything.
No offense to anybody.
They couldn't afford DoorDash.
Yeah.
$50 for 2 hamburgers and 2 fries.
It was a bit ridiculous back then, though. And it's still, oh my God, even now.
Oh, the gouging in America is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just ridiculous. Thank God for Costco.
And even Costco is getting expensive.
Yeah.
But going back to what you asked me, yeah, the dating is in America. I don't even date anymore. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I've kind of just. It's not because I can't, because I still do well. Like, and I've done approach to just make sure that I'm not an incel. And if I still need to approach a woman, I can.
Right.
But honestly, it's just not even worth it. Because for the most, I'm not going to say all women are like this. Obviously, there are going to be exceptions to every rule.
Right.
But out of the many women in America, I would say there are maybe 5% that are decent women. And even the decent women are susceptible to the programming that's there.
That's right. That's a great way to put it. Yeah, they still lean towards the other women that tell them, men are shit, treat them, what are you being nice to? What are you letting him tell you what to do? All that. Oh my God, it's just insane.
Exactly. Because even like my ex-wife was, I would have said she was a decent girl when I met her. Mm-hmm. And within maybe 5 years of being married, not only being married, because I wasn't married that long, but like dating her as well, and just seeing how she changed, it's night and day.
Yeah.
Like who she is now, I would have never thought that she would end up like this.
Yeah.
She would never be that type of person.
It's like you said, the programming. Oprah was the start of it, the tearing down.
Yeah.
Housewives, the hardest job in the world. I remember her saying that. I'm like,
what? Yeah, exactly. While the guy's out there busting his butt.
Waking up at 4 in the rain,
ridiculous.
Building roads and hanging on bridges and skyscrapers and iron workers on skyscrapers, and being a mother is the hardest job. I know Bill Burr does that great bit about it, but I remember when she said that and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What's wrong with this lady?
Yeah. It's insane.
She's been a cancer for relationships.
Yeah. Oprah, The View, the household, that show, The Real Housewives of Atlanta. My ex-wife used to watch that crap. It was, I would, if anytime she started watching it, I tried to get her to do something else to try and get her off of it.
Yeah.
But she would be like, oh wait, I'm watching my show, I'm watching my soap operas. And so, they've really framed men as all men are dogs, all men are useless. And as much as you try to
and I know you're a loyal guy.
We
talked about this. You're super loyal.
I did not cheat. I did not look at another woman. Even I had female clients that were super, super beautiful when I had my agency. And it was all business, Yeah. Some of them were asking to meet me for lunch, and I'm like, no, I can't do that. I'm a married guy. So it was, it was very different. But no, even going back to America after dating in Asia, I just can't bother. I did date initially. I went back to America in 2024 to finish up my citizenship and get some stuff done, visit my family, whatever. And I started dating for a little bit, and it was just so terrible. I think after I went on 3 different dates, and I think the last one, she even lied to me. She didn't tell me she had kids, and so we're on the date. I think it was her second date. And she's like, "Hey, I just want to be honest with you. I have 3 kids."
3.
And I was like,
how old was she?
She was 32.
Yeah.
Not 32. I mean 30 as well. Like she was 30 as well.
30.
Yeah. And I was like, you have 3 kids? And I was like, okay. And she showed me a picture, and they were all different dads. And I was just like, Lord.
Jesus, Lord.
And then she's like, yeah, if you're going to be my husband, for the guy that I want to marry me. I was like, you had 3 opportunities already.
Marry?
For the guy that you want to marry you.
Marry?
Yeah.
Who the hell wants to marry a girl with 3 kids? You've got to have at least 3 yourself, 2 at least.
That's it. She was like, for the guy that's going to be my husband,
was she
has
fine?
to do this. She was kind of pretty. Yeah. Kind of. She was.
A 1 to 10.
7, 6.5.
6.5. She's dreaming.
Exactly.
7, she's dreaming.
Exactly. But But there is that entitlement. She was like, yeah, he
Yeah.
has to be this guy. He has to be at least this much. He has to drive this kind of car. He has to have this lifestyle. And I'm like, for you? Like, what do I get for doing this? I was already making close to six figures. I'm like, what? So apart from the money and not having my own kids and being, able to travel and whatnot, like, what benefit is there for me marrying you with three kids? There is no, and I would never date a single mom anyway. She lied to me and didn't tell me she was. But even the women that weren't single moms, like there was just such an entitlement there. Oh, I need a six-figure guy. I need this. Oh, what do you do? Oh, I work at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I work at Walmart. Okay, so why don't you want someone that's on your level? And I have no problem with women wanting better, right, for themselves. I get that.
Yeah.
But it's this entitlement,
It's
like,
like,
I
yeah,
deserve.
I deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just insane.
They have this thing now in America. I don't know if you've seen it, where if a guy does something nice for a girl, the woman will say, as you should.
Yeah.
And it's just that automatically, if a woman says
Yeah.
that, I just leave immediately.
You guys leave. If any of you guys are in America or your own countries in Europe or Australia or wherever you guys are, Paul's in Medellin, leave. Medellin's just dangerous as fuck. Paul said he's going to get on Tinder, and I'm like, Paul,
no, Paul, no.
How did you even graduate from sixth grade? What are you doing? I know he's not that dumb. I'm just teasing you, Paul. Dude, oh man, they are just
Medellin is scary. Yeah,
they are
Medellin
often
is scary.
unaliving people like crazy. There are dudes there.
That's actually a factor, because I prefer. I'm like Paul in that I prefer. No, Vietnam is number one for me for sure. But at the time, Colombia was number one in terms of beautiful women.
Stunning women in
Colombia and Brazil, I would have
just absolutely. You look at. I remember seeing. I was only there 3 months, and I was just in Bogota. But I would see some women. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Just
even Colombians I mentioned in America were crazy beautiful.
Yeah, their skin, lips, teeth, their big eyes,
good shape, as well, physique.
Oh man,
perfect physique.
The top's not always there, but the booty.
I'm a booty guy, so
yeah, the booty is there. Wow.
Yeah, but Vietnamese have a little booty too. You'll find.
No, they do. That's some.
It surprised me.
Yeah,
it surprised. That's actually why I came
Thai is so hit and miss.
The Thai is very hit or miss. It's
Chinese.
Rare. Chinese you can, but Northern Chinese.
Oh, Northern
Chinese. They're a little thicker.
Yeah, in the mountains. Okay.
Yeah,
they got to have mountains.
They have to have mountains.
Yeah, Colombia is.
But Colombia is
mountains. That's their
Colombian women are nice, man.
Yeah. If they don't kill you.
But that was the thing, right?
Oh, so I think we say that word.
Did it freeze? Oh, there we go. We're back. Oh. That was the thing, though. Like when I was deciding to go, whether to travel at a time when I was first leaving the States, I had a buddy named Chris that lived in Colombia, and Chris had told me for a long time, "Oh, dude, just come to Colombia." He's American, but his parents are Colombian, so he already was very intertwined in the culture. He went back and got a citizenship as well. As a descendant. And he said, bro, just come to Colombia. I got you. I already have good women lined up for you. You're good to go. And I was like, okay, maybe. And then we had a buddy that a mutual friend of Chris and mine. I won't say his name here, but he got scoped. He got scoped.
Oh, he got it
the very week before.
Wow.
And I was like, nah, I'm good. Yeah. I was like, good. I grew up in Jamaica. I've been in Atlanta for the past, almost 10, 11 years. I'm like, I just really don't want to deal with this anymore. I just don't want to be watching my back. I want to live in a society where it's high trust, where I can leave my laptop on a table at a coffee shop and come back and it's still there.
Yeah.
I can walk late at night and not worry about someone coming up to me and trying to stick me up. Or, women can walk around freely and not worry about getting, pulled off into a corner. Like, this is the stuff, unfortunately, that, my whole life, especially in Jamaica, if I see two guys on a motorcycle,
you're taking off.
I'm gone, yeah. I mean, I'm over a fence. I prefer to jump into a fence with some random neighbor's dog than to, to face a motorcycle guys.
There are a lot of guns in Jamaica.
Oh, yeah, a lot of illegal guns. Yeah, we have legal gun ownership, but it's hard and it's super regulated, and you have to kind of like be somebody of importance to get it. So that's the only way.
So just
like politicians,
just the criminals have. That's a good.
So stupid.
So dumb.
Which is why when I was
That's
like,
the thing that liberals in America don't get. They say, well, let's make guns illegal. You
the
think
criminals,
the criminals are
aren't
going to
following
turn?
the criminals aren't following
There's
the law already.
400 million guns in America right now. You think they're all going to get turned in? Yeah,
we're too far gone.
You're not changing the Second Amendment. You're not going to. So quit banging your head against something that's not going to work. Let's come up with the solution. Because
the solution is everybody has that's a solution. No, if everyone has have you ever been to?
No, I don't think that's the solution.
So?
No, I've met people who should not have a gun.
All right, well,
I may be one of them. I used to have a temper. That's why I got rid of my gun. I almost killed this old Asian dude on I-5.
Oh no!
Yeah,
maybe you're right.
I had road rage, and I was like, "What is this motor?" Yeah, I don't think everybody should have a gun. No.
Everyone that's capable.
I'd be all right now, but when I was younger, I had a hot temper.
Fair enough.
No, I wasn't going to do it, but you know what I mean. I think that we have to get more love some way, find more love.
Yeah.
Quit.
We need to bring
people back together. We need
to bring God back into school. I think that's where it starts.
God is I think is great for sure. Is huge, and quit dividing black and white, and Asian and white, or whatever it is.
We need to be harsh on crime. That's another thing.
And we
need to be extremely harsh. We need not realistic. We need to be harsh on crime.
Yeah.
Look at what that thing I showed you yesterday.
That was you that showed me that.
Yeah. The guy that black guy he knocked out the white girl that was jogging.
Oh, punched her.
Yeah.
For no reason.
She said good morning to him.
She said good morning.
And he was on her end and he just decked her. And I was like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? And if you look at this guy's arrest, he had 15 previous?
Oh, it was 20.
Yeah.
20 plus.
I was like,
arrest.
And why is he on the street?
I don't know. That's liberal judges.
Right?
He had a hard life growing up. Okay,
everyone had a hard life growing up, dude.
Give somebody a second chance. Okay, maybe a third, but really not even a third.
For petty crime, okay, you shoplift, okay, we can give you a second chance.
Yeah,
you steal some money out of cash register, we can give you a second chance.
Yeah,
anything involving armed robbery, you have a gun, you cause physical bodily harm to someone else.
Yeah,
jail, throw the key.
Yeah,
we have to do what Bukele did in El Salvador.
Oh my God, those guys are screwed.
Yeah, man. Well, not anymore. They're the safest country in the Western Hemisphere now. They went from the worst country in the Western Hemisphere to the best.
Oh, I didn't know it's the safest.
They're the safest. You should see the videos of El Salvador. It's like a metropolis.
Oh, you got to be kidding me!
It's crazy.
Somebody told me it was, and they're incorporating Bitcoin. Huge.
Absolutely. If you invest $100K worth of Bitcoin, you can get a Salvadorian passport now.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. I believe
that's it.
I believe it's $100K. Yeah.
Wow. And those guys are never getting out.
Yeah, those guys are cooked. If you have a gang tattoo, you're done. They just went down the street and swept up everybody. And all these human rights people are like, oh, you're violating human rights.
Oh, Jesus.
And Bukele said, well, what about the rights of the good people?
Yeah.
Do the
true, really, I am liberal in some ways, but the people that are way off in cuckoo land want to let everyone out of prisons, like some of these videos you see lately.
Yeah.
They, first of all, they have no idea what world. They live in a different neighborhood. They're living in nice neighborhoods or okay neighborhoods.
They're unaware of the evil that actually exists.
That's right.
I have seen it with my own eyes. I was talking about that yesterday. I've seen people die in front of me.
Yeah.
They don't understand the reality of what the world has.
And they don't care about good people. They only care, to have a bleeding heart
they're virtue
to make, they're virtue. Yeah, that's right.
Suicidal empathy, right? That's what we call it. They would be empathetic even if it means killing themselves.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah.
Some people are just bad people, guys. That's all there is to it. Some people just are bad human beings.
Well, Paul said that let them know that your friend will be waiting for you to come out to the hood. That's a good idea. Yeah. And requiring a copy of her and your ID in 2 hours, exactly as you went in. Fair. Yeah, that's a smart thing to
Paul's
do.
Paul's been there a long time, so I think he understands the game well.
I might come to Medellin. I'd like to travel Western a little bit before I come back to Asia. So yeah, I might pop down to Medellin. I have a couple of buddies there as well that live there full time. So
yeah, they can protect you. That's fine.
I'll link up with you, Paul. I know we're in the school group, so
Paul said it over here. He's going to Europe first, if I remember correctly. He's going to come here soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I think at the end of this year, right, Paul?
But dating. Oh, some Paul asks as well, how's my love life? And he's right now in Vietnam, no, because I'm actually leaving this week. I'm going to Thailand on Friday.
Where in
So
Thailand?
Chiang Mai. Chiang Mai. So and truthfully, I'm going to be based in Chiang Mai for the foreseeable future for at least a year or two. There's a business opportunity that a buddy of mine and I have in Chiang Mai, so I'm going to stay there for a while. But I'm not in a rush to get married again or anything. I'd like to be married. If I'm going to get married again, I'd like to do it by 35, and I'm only 30, so I have some time. And if I'm being honest, I slightly prefer the Thai lifestyle to Vietnam, the lifestyle specifically. There is a lot in Thailand that I like.
Me too. I love Thailand, man.
But I do prefer Vietnamese women, and that's the tricky thing, right? Because you can like the lifestyle but not like the woman as much. And I don't really. If I had to pick between the four right there that you listed, Jason, Vietnamese, Thai, Chinese, or Japanese, I would go Vietnamese or Japanese. Chinese are it depends on where in China. If I was doing it, but if we're generalizing, I would say Vietnamese or Japanese for sure.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'd go Vietnamese first.
For Vietnamese is number one, yeah.
For marriage, because they hate breaking up. You just have all you really have to avoid is cheating.
Yeah.
And gambling.
Yeah, they do not like gambling. They don't like heavy drinkers either.
But that's right. Or smoking. There's 4 things Vietnamese women hate: smoking, too much drinking, too many girlfriends, and gambling. Those 4 they'll usually allow you 1 in the old days, but now because Vietnamese guys all got girlfriends or meeting hookers. Somebody's meeting all those hookers, and there's a lot of them here. They're just hidden away. They hide it away.
Yeah. You can trade, Paul. I trade. I'm a trader. I literally traded last night. I trade New York session though. So I traded. It's like 8:30 here when the market opens. So you can trade. I literally traded last night.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say Vietnamese number 1 for wife or girlfriend. Just because
hardest to get though.
Oh yeah, very, very.
I don't know about Chinese. Not Japanese, I know, but
Japan is easy if you're American.
Yeah, they're not hard to
get.
They
love Americans, so that's easy if you're American. But
Thai is easy.
It depends on where in Japan as well, because if you're in Tokyo or Osaka or let me see where else. Besides any one of the major cities, a tier 1 city, you'll be easy to date a Japanese woman. And the funny thing is, I've not been to Japan, but I noticed because I have a buddy that he traveled all of Japan, and he gave me the rundown. He's a Jamaican American guy as well. But he got his wife from a country town in Japan. He said that's where you really want to get a wife from if you really want to. You want to get a good girl, country town in Japan.
Yeah,
but you have to speak Japanese. That's the trade-off. You will have to speak Japanese because it's a very closed ecosystem. But Vietnam, I would say Vietnam is going to be your better pick for a couple of reasons. If you want to be an expat and you want to live somewhere as well, it's a lot easier to live in Vietnam than it is to live in Japan. Significantly easier.
Oh, and it's so much less expensive.
Yeah, Japan is like what 2/3 of the cost of the US, maybe, or a half, maybe.
How much?
About a half to 2/3.
Japan or Vietnam compared to Japan?
No, I'm saying Japan compared to the US.
To the US,
about a half to 2/3.
Yeah, Japan is way cheaper than America. People think Japan's expensive. Maybe they'd stay in Tokyo, at a hotel or something. But yeah, you can see, guys, if you haven't seen this, it's just massive buildings. Now, some guys don't like this. I don't mind it at all. It's open over there. I love it too. It's very active. There's always beautiful girls walking around. It'll blow you away if you've never been to Vietnam. There's a big, huge swimming pool down there. Villas over there, big schools. But this is the brand new buildings. Leighton, your building is like 5% occupancy, 10%.
Oh yeah, there's no one in the
Mine's about 10%. Yeah, occupancy. So you go down, you park our bikes. Yours has like 10 12 bikes in this giant tower.
I love it.
It's kind of funny.
I love it, yeah, and a great view too. And the crazy part, like this is something I talked about in my video yesterday. Is if I were to get an apartment of this quality in America, it would be at least $2,000, $2,500.
Oh God, in Seattle, this would be This would be 2 bedroom, 2 bath.
No, from my one.
Oh, your 1 bed. You got one plus a den.
Yeah.
Yeah, America, that would
that'd be
be
2,000 to 2,500 in Atlanta for sure.
Yeah, and it'd be about 25 to 35. If you're downtown, it'd be 3,500.
Yeah,
America.
that's true.
Yeah,
true. Especially for the amenities it has. You have, concierge downstairs in the lobby, pool, gym, proximity to the mall.
Yeah, the mall is expensive because people don't want to walk in the sun here.
Yeah, that's
so they pay a lot more just to be able to get to the mall quick. Yeah, it's funny. So anyway, yeah, Paul, you can. Paul's never been here. I asked him that before in the school group. Paul, this coffee is a different type of coffee. You probably know that, and it's about double as strong as our coffee in Colombia or wherever. And the taste is, to me, it's the best coffee.
It's the best in the world, easily. Vietnamese Arabica coffee.
Yeah. It is potent, especially some of the. Yeah, it's so strong. So if you drink it at 3 or 4, you're going to be up for a while for sure.
I just take a nap. I tell everyone, just take an afternoon nap. Nap for 2 hours in the afternoon. If you want to be a morning person, which we are now, Mike has got me on the morning shift with him. As before, I was like, I was a night owl. I would stay up till 3 in the morning.
Well, you had to work in an American company.
That's true.
That is true. No choice.
That's true.
Yeah, and that's really hard on your health to stay up that late. And I know it was tough on you.
It sucked, man. It sucked.
Yeah.
I'm honestly glad I'm not working there anymore.
Oh, I'm so glad you're not either for your health. Because your health, I'm older and I understand how important health is, but you're still so young and gung-ho. But
when I was in Bangkok at 27, you don't feel it as much.
Yeah.
Because you're still, you're kind of still young and sprightly.
Yep.
But now, if you miss a night of sleep in my 30s, I feel it.
Wow.
It's tough, man.
Yeah. So you were through the ringer too.
Yeah, my knees aren't cracking like they used to. But yeah, just take an afternoon nap, Paul. And if you come here, if I'm here too, I'll trade with you as well. You'll have company. There are a couple of people here that trade. Yeah, I met some guys from Uzbekistan that trade here. Yeah.
Uzbekistan? Oh my God.
I was surprised.
Can you find that on the map?
Yeah.
Uzbekistan?
Yeah, it's to the west of Kazakhstan.
Oh, holy smokes! Good job.
Yeah.
I know there's 7 stands. I know general area, but I could never pick it out. No way.
Yeah, it borders Kazakhstan and Russia,
and
then I think it shares maybe the bottom border, maybe with Myanmar, or is it Nepal? It might be right next to Nepal too.
Uzbekistan?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, it's that far off to the east.
Nepal is to the west. Oh wait, we're in Vietnam. Sorry, I'm thinking I'm in Thailand. My bad. Hold on. Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. It's Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Myanmar.
Myanmar is still right here. Myanmar, Burma is right here, and then you have Nepal right here.
Yeah, that's right.
And then it's up to the. It'll be above Thailand.
No, then you got India.
India is a little to the west more, because India is next to Bangladesh and Pakistan.
Yeah, but I think Uzbekistan is on the other side of India.
No, it's on this side. It's on the Russian side.
Oh,
yeah. All of that. Could I speak Russian too? All of them are on the Russian area.
Are Vietnamese girls
by far?
Yeah.
So not even a question, my friend. By far, yeah. I will. Okay.
It's not that there's not sexy tigers.
Yeah, it's not. But by percentage, you will see more. I have another buddy named Mike from Canada. Me and him argue about this all the time. But I'm telling you that 100% by far. There, at least if you like curvy women, yes. If you and then I'm not curvy in the sense like
Thai women don't have hips.
Yeah, that's the thing.
There's sticks at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look at an average woman in
booties,
Vietnam,
no hips.
Put together in an Odai versus a normal Thai girl put together in a Thai dress. It's night and day difference.
Yeah.
It's night and day.
Yeah, the Ao Yai is banging. Yeah, Vietnamese bodies, they've got booty and some hips.
Yeah.
Not a lot of them have the upper part, but some. My type is tall and thin and athletic. That's me too, tall. I don't necessarily like tall, but...
if you like Colombian women, you like Vietnamese women. They're basically the...
shrunk down version.
Shorter.
Whiter skin. Really white skin, some of them.
Yeah. They have like this pearly curly types. It's not.
Yeah,
really
that's a good way to describe it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a white jade kind of skin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think personally they are prettier. And not because of skin too, because you have a lot of beautiful Thai women that have. I like the caramel skin women too in
Me
Thailand.
too.
I like Chinese women personally, Jason. It's just that for marriage, it wouldn't be a good idea because they're extremely materialistic.
Oh God.
Like, and I mean, Vietnamese women, all women are a little materialistic, right? But
Vietnamese women, not
Vietnamese
so
women not
much.
to the level of Chinese. No,
No, they're more about stability.
they want stability. They don't
want
need you to be rich. Yeah.
When I was first here, my first few times, my salary was crazy high for Vietnamese people, and it just
didn't impress them.
No.
Yeah.
I had a 6-pack, didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I didn't give a rip.
I've told very few women here what I make, and I'd like to test them, and they didn't even blink an eye. They're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's not theirs.
That's it.
They're like, well, that's yours. It's not mine.
If you tell a Thai woman or a Chinese woman what you make, they're
oh, honey.
Yeah.
I mean, you hungry?
Yeah, exactly. They'll
just
start
fed
acting
me
right
20 minutes ago. I know, but I want to make sure. I'm going to fatten you up. I'll clean it up. So
all of a sudden, their family buffalo is sick. Yeah, Chinese
That's a
women.
great way to say it too. So
yeah, someone in their family is gonna get sick if you let them know how much money you make the same week. And I've split tested this as well. Very true. Very true.
Jason, do you have a Chinese wife or I can't remember. Jason, you're in the group, right? You're in school group. I'm pretty sure if it's the same Jason. Tom loves forever. Oh, is that our Tom? Florida Tom? I have to be careful. I have so many Toms. And so funny. They prioritize stability. I remember your video, Michael, talking about that. Yeah, they definitely. Stability is huge here, bud.
Yep. Drop some likes, guys. Let's get some likes in the chat.
Oh yeah, I always forget that. Yeah.
Yeah, they really like stability. They want you to have a stable job. They want you to be willing to invest and to grow. They're not really big on something like if you get the wrong type of woman, which you can tell very quickly. If you get the wrong type of Vietnamese woman, it's obvious. Very, very.
Oh yeah.
Like even more obvious than even in Thailand or it's just so quick. They will start asking you for stuff. Like I had that one that I dated the first time when I came to Vietnam. I told her how much I made, and she started asking for ooh, bless you.
Excuse me.
Started asking for bracelets immediately.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, there we go. You know, that's proof. I had another girlfriend that
was an expensive bracelet she wanted, right?
Yeah, she wanted me to buy her a Van Cleef bracelet for like $100 million.
That's like $4,000.
$4,000. And I was like, that was the cheapest one there. And I was like, you're absolutely right. Bless you. But I've had other girls where, you know, they know how much I'm making, nothing changes.
Yeah.
You know, they're just like, okay, cool.
Yeah. They a lot of them, and you'll know, like Leighton said, you're gonna know usually pretty easily. Although there are sneaky ones you have to watch out for, the long game players. But which I had to save one of my clients. I guess I looked up consultee is not a word. I made it up. I typed it and I was like, the auto spelling. I know. The auto spelling was like, no, mofo. Red lines underneath. That ain't right, bro. That ain't a word yet. And so my client, I don't like that word. It's kind of cold, but because I feel like friends with a lot of these guys, most of the guys that do consultations with.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, you have to watch out for the slow games. But I had to save one dude. He definitely was gonna get the long game played with him.
Yeah.
He just didn't see it coming. You know, he just a work all the time type of guy. Didn't understand women, was married for a long time, like 30 years or something.
Wow.
Just got divorced. And,
man, that's
bad divorce.
That will get you. Woman. That will get you.
Yeah. So
unfortunately, when you come out of a bad divorce, but you know, and especially if you've not for that long, you've been married that long.
Yeah.
The game has changed so much in the past 5 years. It's insane.
And especially Western game.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Western game is not even playable. Don't even bother anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't fly in Vietnam.
Yeah,
yeah.
You'll have much more success in Asia. I think, honestly, all my smart friends. This is something I said yesterday too in that video I made. Every single smart friend that I have, every single friend that makes six figures and isn't already married, and most of the guys I know that are richer and are married in the U.S. and happily married, all their girlfriends or wives are immigrants as well, which is funny.
That crazy?
Which is funny. And then all the guys that I know that are successful guys, have an agency, work online, have their own business, whatever, or C-level execs. Every single one of them is dating abroad now. They refuse to date in America. It just doesn't make sense. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
It is crazy how many guys I
thank you, brother.
Talk with, do the consultations with that just refuse to even try anymore. They've given up. I stopped. It's not worth it. And it's funny because I still like get interest from women. Here in Asia I'm a little chubby. In America I'm normal size, right? But I will go to Publix and I will meet women there, and they will stare me down. Like, they'll give me all the approach signals, green light to approach, and I kind of just look at them and smile, and then they look angry that I don't approach. But there's no, what's the point? That's where I'm at right now. I'm just like, I don't think so. Yeah.
Because I'll see a very beautiful woman, I'm like, oh, she's very pretty. But then I think about all the stuff that comes with it in America. I'm like, well, the first date.
And there are girls like that here too. In all fairness, there's girls that you gotta spend some money to get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those are easy to spot here. You kind of have an archetype, right?
Yeah, they can have an attitude here.
Yeah.
And it's like a defense mechanism for them too. Sometimes they're good girls, they're just beautiful, and they just hate getting stared at. Because foreigners can have a bad reputation here, because some of the guys come over here and they're just trying to run through and crack up a bunch of numbers and brag to their friends or whatever. And it's perpetuated that stereotype by Asian guys, by Vietnamese guys to their Vietnamese sisters, and any woman they can tell stay away from foreigners because they don't want to follow foreigners, if you know what I mean. So yeah, silly, but that's the way the world is.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the good thing is it's really easy to tell which Vietnamese girls, because they'll let you know. Don't go for the ones that you look at and go, oh my God, she's beautiful, I got to go for her. Don't do this. This is something I learned from a PIMP. And he said the number one mistake he made that broke his heart, it's not like these guys don't have hearts, some of them, he said, was I chased the girls that didn't like me. The ones that you're just infatuated with, their beauty or whatever it is. And they don't act warm to you in the beginning. They don't feel a chemical thing to you, or they don't feel a pull with you. Go for the women that look at you and smile. Even maybe she's not 100% your type, you're bound to be happier, because remember, the looks are not the most important thing, for sure.
Yeah.
You'll miss out on that second time in the bedroom, incredible feeling, but it's in the long run, you'll be way better off.
Dylan says he's 35, 5'10", millionaire, 2 master's degrees, looking to go to Vietnam to work at a private school, open the marriage with a Catholic Vietnamese woman. There are many Catholic Vietnamese women, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
There are Christian women here.
Yeah, and that's, if you've got 2 master's degrees, 5'10" is tall here. That's like Evan from Evan A, who's a buddy of mine, really nice guy. You guys know his channel. His channel's just blown up. I think he's near 100. He's like blown up. Now, yeah. But he's a really good guy, and he also had a master's degree in English, and was a director at a private school in China, and also in Vietnam. And the respect he got from his family is incredible, because teachers are so respected here. Yeah. Even I had no degree in teaching, but as I was a teacher in English, I got a ton of respect. And they always call you teacher to this day, even though I haven't taught English for a few years. Yeah. I taught sports. That's funny. Yeah. That doesn't really. I'm good in the gym. I can teach you in the gym. I can teach English to foreigners, but that's it, bro. I still can't teach grammar. Ugh.
Chinese women, so their salaries theirs, and that's kind of American women too, right? That's the same thing.
Yeah.
So that's funny.
Oh, you're not, Jason. Okay. All right. Different Jason.
I think most people are Buddhist here.
Yeah, Buddhists are number one. I think Catholics I've read different from 20% to 50%, but I think it's more like 20.
It's more like 20 to 30%.
Yeah, max.
I haven't met much Catholic Vietnamese.
And there's some issues between the two of them. Some of them, so their family. I know I have a friend of mine who's Vietnamese, and his girlfriend is Buddhist, and he's from a Catholic, or the vice versa. It doesn't matter. And the parents don't like it. They will not allow their kids to get married. And they've been dating 5 years. He's only 21. Since high school, they love each other, but they can't. Their moms will not accept cross marrying. Yeah, Evan's really cool, Paul.
It's okay. It's very rudimentary. I can order food. I can say hello. I can give compliments, basic compliments. I was at the point where I could bargain a couple years ago when I was studying, but I haven't. I'll be honest, I've kind of slacked on it. But being back in Vietnam, now I've gotten a little bit sharper now. I can talk to girls. I can intro, and then I have to transition to either if they speak English, I'll ask them if they speak English, or I'll jump on the phone. But I can. Yeah, I'll just use Google Translate. And they have this live translation feature on Google where I can talk and it shows her, and then she talks and it shows me right away. So, but I can say like, "Ciao, M's in the qua," and let her know she's pretty. And then I'll just ask if she speaks English or not. And
it's in my opinion, I mean, you don't have to speak Vietnamese, honestly. Even though I have the course to learn Vietnamese, you don't have to speak Vietnamese. I would say for sure you want to learn how to say the really basic things, like thank you, hello, goodbye, and call them the right pronouns. That's really important.
Yeah, that's super important.
Yeah, if you call somebody, some people will not be happy if you call them like too young or too old.
Yeah, so with the shop woman, I called her what?
You called her Co.
Yeah, but she said she.
This is like your mom around your mom's age or a little older.
She looked at me like, and she still made my juice, but she was giving me a bad eye. She
wasn't that old.
No.
Yeah, she was like 38, 40, something.
Early
42.
40s. Early
40s.
Yeah,
probably, you're right. But you called her Co. She's like 12 years older.
She looked at me like.
Yeah, they don't like that. That's like, you old motherfucker. So things like that are important, Paul, for sure. But if you do speak the language, of course, it's you open up about 80% more women dating, or 4 times more percentage of dating.
Yeah,
my problem
you
is
open a lot more. I think if you speak the language, especially to the degree that you speak it, like I mean, I would be super. If I'm just being honest, if the more of a language that I speak, the more confident I am going to speak to a woman.
Sure.
And I'm pretty confident. Mike will tell you, if I see a woman I like, I will get up and cross the road to go speak to her. I'm very confident about that.
Impressive.
But the way I look at it is if she's my type and I think that she could be my wife, I'm going to go talk to her. That's my approach.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, sometimes I'm a little hesitant because if they don't speak English, it's like, well, it might be awkward. Yada yada.
Then you're caught. It is awkward.
It is awkward.
Just stare at each other. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if you but you've got the basics.
But I've got the basics, so I can.
Yeah. So you just need to practice more. That's all.
But if you spoke Vietnamese, even like to an intermediate level, a very basic intermediate level, it would be so easy because they already see that you've invested into their country time-wise by learning the language. That's a big plus. That shows that you're not a playboy, which is their number one concern. You're not just here to have fun and leave. You're again, Vietnamese women crave stability. So if you show that you're investing into their country language-wise, which is something hard to learn, Vietnamese is not an easy language, from someone that speaks a couple, you're gonna have to put some time in.
So I can tell you the funny thing. This is how negative Vietnamese women are. This is why I tell guys don't talk too much because they think you're lying in the beginning. The the funny thing is, my Vietnamese is so daily Vietnamese is so I don't even really have to think about it too much what I'm saying anymore. It just kind of comes out. The problem is they think if you speak that good, oh, he must have a ton of girlfriends. So it's almost backfires until you get out of places like this. If I get outside into the real like 1-story houses, 2-story houses, those type of girls out there, they really like it when I speak to them in Vietnamese because they don't speak English. Maybe they didn't even finish high school, and
you got to get out of district. You got to get out of Saigon then.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I'll give you guys a free bonus when you come here. If you can sing a song in Vietnamese to them, dude, you are solid.
You're in.
Oh my God. If you sing, they're such romantic girls. And if you can sing a song in Vietnamese correctly, it melts their heart.
I have two that I can kind of sing. I need to practice.
There you go. I need to practice too, because I haven't been really seeking a woman too hard. I've just been so focused on my health, my physical appearance, but my health, like getting back in shape and seeing the doctor and fixing my physical looks and getting my business going. YouTube is a very time-consuming process.
It is. I now realize. Yeah, you really have to treat it like a 9-to-5, or else it will creep up on you.
So Paul said about it's like speaking Spanish in Medellin. Yes,
yeah, that was
about the same.
That's why I wanted to come to Medellin, because I speak Spanish.
Yeah, you speak Spanish.
Well, not as good as it used to be, but it's pretty good still.
Still,
my ex-wife is Hispanic. My ex-girlfriend before her was Mexican, so I spoke Spanish pretty well. And I listen to a lot of Spanish songs. I listen to Bad Bunny, not anymore, because that's a different discussion. But I listen to a lot of Spanish. I listen to Romeo Santos, Enrique Iglesias, people like that, Farruko. So my Spanish was pretty good when I was coming to Medellin, when I was deciding. And I was like, well, I don't know any Thai. I don't know anyone in Thailand. I've never traveled outside of the Western Hemisphere. There are a lot of factors working against me.
Yeah.
And I was just like, let me just do it.
But just do it anyway.
And it was the best thing I ever did.
Isn't that
I'm going to be honest. It was.
Just go what you want with your
My life
feeling?
changed. Yeah. My life changed coming to Thailand. My entire perception of the world changed after coming to Thailand.
Really?
I couldn't imagine that there was somewhere like Thailand or Vietnam, where I could feel safe and not like I walk around here without a care in the world.
Yeah, you definitely are not going to feel physically threatened or get robbed or anything like that. And Leighton's right. I've left my laptop at least 100 times in a coffee shop and been gone to the bathroom a few minutes to 10 minutes or whatever and come back. It's right there.
Why that song, Paul? Why propuesta indecente? That's a good song too. I love that one.
So Dylan said, I read Catholic is about 10. That could be right. 10% may be right, because there's not that many Catholic churches around. That Dylan, that may be right. I thought it was a bit more, but there are definitely some churches here in Ho Chi Minh, because I've been to a couple of them with my ex-wife. Her family was Catholic. But I can tell you, it's most of the people that go to church here, the only reason they're going to church is to pray for money for their family. They're not there. You know the part in Catholic church? Have you ever been to a Catholic church?
Yeah.
So you go around, you shake people's hands, say, peace be with you, or God be with you, or whatever it is. I can't remember. They're like, yeah, what's up? They just don't care. And they get off on their motorbikes and they're cutting each other off when they get out of the parking lot. They don't give a F. They're just there to pray for money for their family.
That's funny.
Yeah. It's funny. I've always known that people that go to church, most of them, not all of them. There's good people that go to church, don't get me wrong, but a lot of them are just there to pray for themselves. I may do the 1-year education visa after my first 90 days. Is that in Vietnam or Dylan, is that in Vietnam or in Thailand? They both have them. The problem in Vietnam, I've heard from a couple of guys so far, is the cost, depending on what school you go for. So you're probably going to have to shop around if you're in Vietnam, Dylan.
Is it expensive?
$11,000 for one school.
$11,000.
They insisted that you take private classes. $11,000 for a year.
Wow.
One-on-one classes like 3 times a week. They're just fleecing you. That's one of the schools here. Wow. I won't say the name because I'm not 100% sure.
There's no cheaper.
Oh no, there could be. Wow. There should be.
Yeah, because Thailand like usually will give you a package.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
it's
$1,000.
Thailand's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's 2,000 now, I think 1,500 to
You have
2,500.
cheaper ones, so you have schools that are like $20K, and then you pay for the visa separately, of course.
Yeah, you pay for it's so cheap though.
But yeah, it's super
inexpensive.
cheap.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Dylan, that's a good plan. Or become a teacher and get as long as you have a college degree, they've cracked down. You need a real college degree. You're fine, buddy. Can't remember. Dylan told me. So are you looking to get married, Leighton?
I'm open to it again, and yes, I know it's a risk, but also because I've been married before, um, I know exactly what I want and what I don't want. I'm not. I just want a good woman that has my back the way I have hers.
Mm.
And I think I'm not. It's going to be very hard to get that level of commitment without putting the title of marriage on it, right? And also, as I said, I was raised in a very conservative Christian family. So
yeah, the living together and not getting married is
it would
going to be almost impossible in Vietnam. They're not going to accept that one.
Yeah.
Especially your age, you're dating younger women, so and their families are still protective if they haven't.
Yeah.
You get a divorced woman with a kid or two, absolutely you can live together and not get married. That's a possibility. They're still going to want marriage, but they don't
have much options. Yeah.
When you get divorced here, guys, as a female Vietnamese woman, no Asian guy is going to date you. Almost no Asian guy is going to date you unless all they want is nookie.
Same in Thailand.
Yeah, it's tough. Nobody's going to take the other kids. Like that's huge to them. They don't want the mixed blood. They don't want to take other man's children. Their family won't accept it. They don't want it. So they when they look at a foreigner, they should just be happy to have a foreigner in their eyes. And that's the way I think
that's what it is. Yeah, they're just happy to have attention and period.
Yeah, go out on a date, hold hands, all that stuff.
I dated a single mom very briefly in Thailand. I knew she was a single mom, but I wasn't looking for anything serious back at that specific time. So I was like, all right, I'll entertain her a little bit. And she was just so happy just to have someone tell her she was pretty and take her to dinner and drive her around on a scooter, at night and stuff like that. So
right. Yeah, if you got master's degrees, Dylan, you're so highly respected here. That's a huge plus they love paperwork here. They love a piece of paper. If it says it shows commitment to schooling, and schooling here is highly respected. Education. They care more about the piece of paper than they do their salary, which is bizarre.
Which is funny, yeah. I've actually heard that too. I told one of my exes I dropped out of school. And she said, oh, you don't have a degree? And I was like, it doesn't matter if I have a degree, I make good money. And she was like, oh, well, it kind of does matter. And I was like, they have and this is kind of what we were talking about with they have like this very programmed way of thinking. And
it's true.
It's I don't want to blame it on the government structure, but it potentially has been structured that way by the
it's the schooling system. I've been in their schools before. Their grade schools and high schools. I went into and talked to some kids sometimes and talked to the kids. So I had a lot of students that were young. You know, I taught 6 to 18 when I was first starting teaching. And I dropped the 10 to 18 because of their attitude. They've gone through puberty. So I just I went 5 to 10 and 18 and up. I was like, I'm not dealing with that puberty stuff anymore. And they're so highly stressed in school here. They have to put so many hours in. They're stressed and hard to deal with. I had a couple I accepted because they were such great kids. I still love those kids.
Jason asks, I met a divorced woman and I was interested in her. I want to know what made her divorce. We pointed out that Vietnamese women do not like to get divorced. I asked her about it, and she said it was because he likes to drink alcohol. How much of that is legitimate or believable?
It's believable.
Probably partially true. There's always more to it, right?
There's another. That's right. What happens when you get drunk as a Vietnamese guy? Where do you go after the bar? Karaoke.
Don't ask me. I don't know. I'm joking. I know.
The karaoke bars here are. They call them
KTV.
The shaking houses. And it's not from the music. So it is the drinking. Because when you drink, you guys were all the same. You drink too much. Your decision making goes right down in the gutter.
Yeah.
It's like, you got a breath? You're alive? All right, let's go.
come home smelling like more than alcohol.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's probably true though. So there's probably more to that. She probably just doesn't want to go into it.
Yeah, she doesn't want to bring up the point that he cheated on her because it makes her look like there's something wrong with her in the bedroom.
Yeah,
I would say that is probably what happened, Jason.
And that's from Waterloo University. Nice. Oh, you British?
Where's Western? Where is Western? There's a Western
He
in
might
Washington.
be British. Oh,
well, I think Waterloo's got to be.
Waterloo's British. Yeah.
Yeah, got to be Britain.
What are the odds of finding a woman like that? The odds of finding a woman like that are higher in Vietnam than Thailand or the Philippines. Have I been to the Philippines? Not yet. That's on the bucket list. I wanted to go this trip, but probably not going to end up getting to go.
Yeah.
And they're having a lot of earthquakes right now in the Philippines, and they just had a tropical storm. So I'm just going to wait till next year.
Paul just said they had an earthquake this morning
in
you saw that?
Too. Yeah. 6.7.
Paul, do you say Medellin or Medellin? I think both are correct, actually. All of this about marriage and the shame of divorce is music to my ears. I'm not interested in dating as recreation, and we need more shame from women in this country.
That's exactly what it is. Women in America are throwing.
I think he's in Britain.
In Britain, same thing. Western countries, they're throwing divorce parties, bro. Throwing divorce parties is like this. And back in the past, this was, you're supposed to be embarrassed about being divorced. You're not supposed to be happy to tell people you're divorced. It's a stain on your reputation. It's like, why? Okay, so what was so wrong with you that you got divorced? You know what I mean? And now we have men and women throwing divorce parties. It's unfortunately like our standards we've dropped the standard. We've dropped the ball. Both men and women, right? I think both are to blame. I think truthfully, I would even go as far as to say men are even more to blame because of the reason that, and this is a controversial take, so bear with me here, but I think men are more to blame because we have more power in general. And when I say in general, I mean, for example, take the OnlyFans epidemic, right? Right now, we have a bunch of women that are selling their body on OnlyFans and making tons of money doing it. And of course, men are upset about it. But who are the main consumers of OnlyFans? It's men. So if men as a whole became more rigid and stopped spending money on OnlyFans, then women would not be selling their body on OnlyFans because there wouldn't be any money to make. So to put this in the perspective of dating now, if men were less tolerant of stupid stuff that women do, then you would have less women doing stupid stuff. And I think that it's because most men I think most people in general don't really know what exists outside of America and outside of the Western countries. And so they tolerate this bad behavior from women. And as a result, in turn, the women continue to get worse and worse. And eventually it's going to come to a point where everyone is just going to stop reproducing. So yeah, if we get rid of the Sims, I think that's that will solve a lot of the problems in the dating market, right?
I agree.
Because the Sims are the ones that are keeping the dating market messed up between paying for women who bring absolutely no value. Like I met a guy that he was giving his girlfriend thousands of dollars a month for doing nothing. She didn't cook, didn't clean, didn't help him around the house. I was like, what's the point? Why are you giving her all this money?
They feel sorry for him. That's what I did when I first got married. I did everything. I worked, I cooked, I cleaned. She did nothing. Bought her a new iPhone. She sat on the bed and talked to her family because I felt bad for her. I thought, she misses her family. And that's partially true too. But at some point as a woman, you've got to chip in. And she did. She was a great cook. I was lucky that way.
Yeah.
But it took a couple of years. I don't think it should have taken 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, my ex-wife didn't work for 2.5 years or 4 years married.
Yeah.
And I can count on one hand exactly how much good cooked meals I got.
Oh, Jesus.
3.
Remember? You can remember 3 meals?
Yeah.
That's effed up.
Yeah, 3. So
brutal. Okay, let's not talk about any more sad stuff. Let's talk about some happy stuff. Yeah, Paul, as far as bringing up your educational stuff, you don't want to brag because they'll check it as bragging. So you got to be careful with that because Vietnamese girls do
Jeez.
not like braggers.
There's a lot. Yeah, nice, dude.
You two are spot on. Thanks, John. Yeah.
Eliminate the Sims.
Oh, yeah. You guys can check out the live yesterday I did with Tom. He's just came here for the first time. He's been here 10 days. I'll probably do one more, not probably. We will do one more at the end of a month, live stream with him. And maybe tomorrow all three of us can go on.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. We'll decide it
tomorrow.
if we do it or not. Because there's a lot of the stuff we need to do too.
Yeah, Dylan, we do not control other men. But the thing is, I think we need more
Dylan.
people putting this info out there so that at least most men know that they have options. They don't have to put up with bad behavior. Because I think a lot of it is lack of knowledge. They feel like they have to do it because that's the only option they have. Right? And also, no offense to most men, but most men aren't smart either. Like, not everyone is smart. And
I was stupid when I was young, for sure.
Yeah.
Woman's stupid. Yeah.
And then we're indoctrinated this way. We're kind of told in the Disney movies to believe everything.
That's
all women are princesses and this.
Yeah.
And we can't really fathom that they could be the worst gender.
It's just not fathomable.
It's not fathomable.
Not in the Western culture.
I have seen stuff, and the things that I've seen in my own life, and from I have a friend that's a giga chat. What guys would describe as a giga chat. 6'2", really good looking, chiseled jawline, blue eyes, blonde hair, makes over $300K a year, drives a fancy sports car, lives in a Miami high rise. And I've seen his Tinder. And the things that women send to him and like asking him to do to them, if a man sent that to a woman, he would be reported and get banned off the platform.
Yeah, crazy.
And so it's a complete. I mean, it's absolutely crazy.
Two systems.
It's two completely different systems. So the best thing to do is just not participate. Yeah. Just leave. Come to Asia.
I hear these stories and I'm thinking, my dating life in America was nowhere near this bad when I was dating there, like American women. Yeah. I must have been completely lucky. I thought I didn't have it great, but
how long ago would you say is the last time they dated an American woman?
Last time I dated a white woman, we broke up in 2011, I think was the last white girlfriend I had.
Wow. So more than 15 years.
Yeah.
So stuff's changed.
Yeah.
Even in the past 10 years.
On after that.
Yeah, even in the past 10 years. I would say 10 years ago, you could still potentially find a good wife. You'd have to vet very carefully, but you could still find a good wife. No, I would not even bother.
Yeah.
I would not even bother dating in America. It's just no point.
Yeah.
Even if you get a fresh immigrant coming into America, if she's in America, just go ahead and
write it off.
Raps, yeah. I have a buddy. I told him he just he met this Colombian girl and she wants to go to America. She's a doctor. She's a dentist. And I said to him, yeah, man, just don't even bother. Just keep her where you get her. Keep her around her family. Her values are going to stay the same. She won't be influenced by bad people. Just keep her where you got her. And that's it.
John says, back to the masculine republic. That's right, brother.
It has to go.
So, I have a theory about that, but it's kind of. But anyway, I agree.
Demonetized.
No, it's not that. I just think after, my father fought in World War II, and when he came back, the women were just so happy the men were back, and they were heroes. And
feminism is an agenda pushed
they looked up to the men, and they let the men make the decisions. My dad always made the decisions. My mom never had any input in financial or anything. She was a housewife, and she did what my father asked her, And my father wasn't mean by any means. He was very funny and sweet. He was a good man, took care of us very well. But there was my mom would never say, even when she started to work, towards the end of the marriage, she had an employment agency my dad bought for her to run. She would never talk back to my father, know, and cause trouble or drama, at least not in front of my eyes. But now, women, they don't feel like they're equal. They're higher than men.
Yeah.
Right.
They feel like they're still unequal, but they are higher than men. The media has indoctrinated them to think that they don't have rights.
Yeah.
But there's nothing when you ask a woman, what can you not do that a man in America can do?
They never have an answer. They can't answer. Yeah. What job can you not do? I mean, it should not be firefighters, in my opinion.
It
It's
shouldn't
just
be
so
firefighters
stupid.
and cops, but
If I'm on the 18th floor and my legs are on fire and there's no elevator,
yeah, you're not carrying me down. You're not carrying me down 18th floor.
Oh my God,
you're not carrying me down. You're not carrying me one floor. I remember we had a false alarm in our neighborhood, and this guy, when I was in Atlanta, and this guy pulled up in the fire truck, and he jumped out of the truck and was the same height. And I looked at this dude and I said, "No homo. If there's a fire, I want you coming to save me." This guy's biceps, his biceps were so big that his shirt was like, he had one of the biggest size they had. Like it was like a 3 or 4 XL shirt, and it was just like stretched out around his bicep. He couldn't button his shirt. He was so big. Mm-hmm. I was like, "Yeah, dude, I want you to save me." He started dying laughing. He was like, "What the heck?" I was a grown man saying this to another grown man. So yeah.
Go back to Paul. What's the best time? They'll ask you, Paul, so don't worry about it. It will become natural. I don't know what KTV is. Are there KTV?
Yeah, they
what
are.
Is that?
Karaoke, same thing.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
They're disguised. It's in Vietnam. It's kind of, you have legit ones and you have those that.
That's right.
Yeah, the KTVs.
And there's
the shaking houses.
The shaking houses. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. There's one in every neighborhood, basically.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the Vietnamese guys go.
There's more than one. I've been to some of them. Yeah.
Oh, they have some.
My friends took. Oh God. Well, here outside, I'm sure.
I saw one down the street here, but yeah, there are a lot.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
All Asian countries have it.
Yeah. Some guy dragged me to a gay one.
Oh,
he thought I was gay.
No.
I walked in. I remember walking in, and I was like, wait a second. All the waiters were these little skinny 19, 18-year-old Vietnamese boys. And they're like, hello. And I'm like,
no.
What happened? And the guy sat me down. And he opened 2 Heinekens at the same time. Here you go. And I'm like, oh my God. My very first night in Vietnam, 15 years ago. And I was about to get
no.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a terrible night. No Wi-Fi. My friend was passed out drunk. I'm in the middle of a 14 million people city by myself. I'm tired. I have no idea where I am. Oh my God, that was a nasty end of the night. But finally, I told that guy, I said, "Man, you got to take me back to my hotel." Finally, he got the point. He wasn't getting in. I told his friends, I said, "Your brother is gay, bro." He was on me. And they're like, no,
he's just expressive. It's funny.
And he ordered some bird for food. It was like a whole bird fried. It was like
a quail, maybe.
No, it was way smaller. I mean, there's hardly no meat on it. It was just like crispy skin.
This national pass on a divorce fiat. What do you think? I would.
Well, it depends on what you're looking for, Jason.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a wife, yeah, I would pass. If you're looking, I mean, unless you're really
depends,
love her.
though, right?
Yeah, it depends.
It depends, yeah.
But if you're just looking to date, that's the best way. I was just going to say that's a great question.
Easy.
That's
the
best place to go for older guys. Jason's young; he can get the 20-year-olds, but that's not as common for us. And even if it is, it's money focused, or it depends on what you look like when you're older. But I would say divorce is a great option if you want to get into the bedroom quick, because they're not going to make you wait too long. Where the young ones. Depends on how young it is.
The divorced ones are dying to get into the bedroom. They haven't had any love for a while. They want to be touched.
Yeah, that's right. They've experienced it. Some of these other ones have never done it, but now the younger ones have done it.
Yeah, one of the hardest things I would say from being married to not being married is actually lack of intimacy, because you go from having intimacy multiple times a week to none. And for especially for women as they get older. For men, we kind of have our prime in our 20s to 30s. Women, as they get older, in their 30s to 40s, that's their female sexual prime. Mm-hmm. So they're even more, on edge. Let's just use that word, than we are, right? So, and I've dated older women too, in Bangkok. Multiple older women in my. I was actually talking to one this morning that I'm going to go back to Thailand this week, so I told her I'll be back. She can't wait to see me. She said, "Oh, I'll make time for you." But yeah, they are very they're very agreeable. after they've been divorced. Let's put it that way. They're very agreeable.
Yeah.
Would I suggest marrying one? I don't know.
Yeah. That's a
I don't
tough call.
know. You'd have to, that'd be a
Time.
case by case.
Yeah, that's right. I
evaluation.
totally agree. And take your time. Don't
Yeah,
rush.
Yeah.
Their true self will come out after a year and a half, 2 years,
That's
2.5
true.
years. They can't hide it too long.
That's true.
Good night, Paul. Thanks for joining
Take care,
again.
Paul. Nice seeing you, man.
This guy, John, got drug into a gay bar in Savannah, Georgia. That's hilarious.
No.
I love this, Dylan. It feels like you're being a jester. Is that a good way to say it?
It's gesture maxing. That's what the young kids are saying.
Oh, really?
Maxing, yeah.
Oh, that's
where you dance in
hilarious.
front of the queen.
Yeah.
Just-
Like, am I good enough? Oh God.
let me see if I can find it. Where's my phone? I'll get a meme and show you. Gesture maxing.
What do you say? I'm 62. Wow, what should be on my radar, John? So you're right next to me. So just whatever they accept. You're gonna have some girls. It depends on what you look like. Do you work out? How you dress? Dressing's so important here, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, Leighton's good about dressing. Good. I see some foreigners so fucking terrible. The way
Yeah,
they
they're just
dress.
kind of
They're
sloppily.
just shooting themselves wearing a tank top. If you don't have a body for a tank top, don't wear a tank top.
Yeah.
Wear a nice polo shirt, or I've got a nice Nike.
Just wear a nice black
you want
shirt.
this thin stuff for comfort, for the heat. But it'll be all over the place. But I prefer best for me is 40 plus, because some of them look. I've had 2 girlfriends that are now 48, 49, but when I dated them, 39 to 47, and fantastic bodies. I mean, blow away most Western girls that are 25. I mean, I cannot explain to you. This is a workout culture here in Vietnam. By far the most shapely girls in Southeast Asia. Not even close.
This is what they call gesture maxing.
And
You're trying to entertain her.
look at the look on her face.
And she looks bored all the
I
time.
know.
It's like, that's basically what it is. That's basically what it is in America. I just won't do it anymore. It's just not worth the time.
Yeah.
And when I went back the last time, even I had family members that introduced me to what would have been, for me 5 to 10 years ago without the knowledge I have now, a good girl. And I already started to see the red flags. I talked to her for 5 minutes, and I was like, "Yeah, I can see some red flags here already." Rich Cooper has a really good. I talk about that book a lot.
He's good.
Rich Cooper has 2 really good books. The first one is The Unplugged Alpha, and then he has another one called Top Shelf Man. And both of them are very good. They give very clear pointers for what red flags to avoid in women, what green flags to look for, how to,
Yeah, I just got turned on to his channel about 6 months ago or 8 months ago. I like that guy. I like him. And there's another guy that's a psychiatrist or psychologist is good too. You know what I'm talking about? White dude, probably about.
Bald guy?
No, the bald guy's rich, right?
There's another bald guy named Bitter Bachelor. He's good too.
Oh, I haven't seen him.
I think he might have been a psychologist at one point.
So here's a great question. 42, what should be my age range? Man, if you look younger than 42, the world is your oyster here.
You can date 15 years down, shoot.
Easy.
Easy,
if not 18. Yeah. If you look good, if you're in shape, my man, 42. Even if you're not, you don't have to be great in Vietnam, but you can go way down. 21, maybe, not many 21s are going to be attracted to a 42-year-old, but there's going to be some. But 20 for sure, 15, 25 and up will definitely, I'd say 26 and up is definitely going to be a sweet spot.
Yeah, I would say if you want, especially if you're dating for like a long-term relationship,
yeah,
I would date
marriage.
Mid to late 20s.
Yeah,
would be good.
Yeah, marriage. Yep, for sure. Yeah, you're solid, man. If I was 42 here, it would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a good age. That's why I'm like not really in a rush. Like, I'd like to get married again at some point, but I'm not really in a rush because I know I can be 40 and date a 27, 26-year-old, no problem.
Listen, John, that's funny. 50 extra pounds. Well, you can, I tell you what, you just come here and live and you're going to rip off a good majority of that 50 extra pounds just eating their food.
I'm exactly the same height and weight, John. So
hey.
Just wear full black and it slims you down a little bit.
Is that why you're always in black?
Always, yeah. I wear the gray, so I make myself uncomfortable, and I remember that I have to do my laundry.
But yeah, you'll lose a lot of weight not even going to the gym. Of course, you should go to the gym for your health, but
yeah, but you should. Yeah, I would say if you're in shape, that it's going to be easy for you.
yeah,
It's going to be significantly
yeah.
easier.
Do you have muscle? That was me when I was 235. At least I was strong. I was going to the gym. I just would drive to McDonald's right afterwards. No joke. At least 75% of the time. Good workout.
McDonald's.
I'll take. Yes, I'd like a Big Mac. Supersize that mofo. Orange drink and a fillet of fish. I had the same thing every time. Why can't I lose weight?
The diet is the hard part to dial in, even for me.
Especially when you're depressed. In all seriousness.
Yeah. You stress eat.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's a weakness.
Yeah, where black is very slimming.
Yeah.
I wear shorts here too, but pants are better for sure.
Yeah, I've got the long Nike
the track pants.
Yeah, the track pants.
Yeah, I have a couple pairs of those too.
Yeah,
those are pretty good.
Yeah, I bought real ones in America, and my God, they lasted me like 8-9 years. Nike makes great quality, but I also buy the non-real ones here in Vietnam, and they're just I get them for like $6-7. These pants.
That's not bad.
Ridiculous.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, this one too. It looks really nice, and it's whatever, 5, 6, 7.
It would be advisable to lose weight though, to be honest, because the clothes, it's really hard to get clothes here if you're bigger. I cannot find clothes.
Oh, that's right. Thailand, you can find it a bit easier for sure. They're used to more bigger foreigners.
Yeah, you can, and Zara is pretty good as well. Zara is really nice.
Oh yeah,
for clothes. Not in Vietnam. They don't have the sizes, but in Thailand, Zara is really good. You can get like some nice button down, some linen shirts, stuff like that at Zara.
Yeah.
So
Jason said, I'm looking long term, but thinking divorce ones more easier. Well, they're more easier to date and hook up with, like to sleep with quick. That's right. And
I mean, they're easier. Get a good wife too. You just have to vet them very carefully. You just have
they're usually not too bitchy when they're divorced because they know
they don't want to die alone. They know they're going to die alone.
That's right.
They don't find somebody.
Yeah, so that's not a bad idea, and they can look fantastic. A lot of them go to the gym religiously.
Oh yeah,
yoga is huge here. Pilates is getting big.
Yeah. Look at some of the women we see walk around. They're beautiful older women.
Oh, it'll blow your mind, you guys, when you get here. You have no idea what you're in for when you get here. Every client I've had, I hate that word. Every guy I've done consultations with that comes here, I'll say, or I'll ask them, or they'll just say it. But I usually ask them, well, what do you think about the women there? Just like, I just didn't understand.
Yeah, you just don't get it until you land.
You being here, it's just like one after another. 90, 100, 105 pounds walking by you.
Yeah.
Legs out. They always show
they're always beautiful.
They look like long legs. They're short, but they make them
look longer, yeah.
Because their legs are so thin and long. My guest name is Leighton. He's got his YouTube channel. He's just cranking up. It's called Digital Leighton. But Leighton is spelled, I'm going to put it in the chat here actually so you guys can. Digital.
Well, let me tune in from my.
Oh, that's not right.
I could just tune in.
Leighton, right?
Leighton. Yep, like how you did. That's good.
There we go. I'm divorced at 59. Am I going to die alone? I hope not, John. I'm a bit older than you, and I still have some.
Rip said yes. Oh my God.
Yes, John.
No, you'll be good, John. We were talking about women. Women expect to die alone if they're divorced here. Men, you're okay.
Yeah, you got so much options. And I will be honest with you. At 59, you're going to be better off learning Vietnamese. Most of the guys I think in my course now are 60.
Or 60?
60, 64, 62. I'm trying to think if there's any younger guys. Trying to think of everybody that's in the course. There might be one younger guy that's like 45. But I think everybody's all 55 and up. All the guys in the class. Might be a blessing passing away solo from Southern Cal. Why?
That's not a blessing. I'm sorry.
That's not a blessing to me anyway. God, no.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand, but I don't know. I just don't get it.
No, I don't want to die alone. I'm sorry.
No, me either. You know, trust me, if you come over here, you're in Southern Cal, you come over here, uh, you're going to have times when you're going to feel lonely. So you at least get a taste of what it really is like. Then you're probably going to say, oh, I don't want to. Oh, thanks for the like, you guys.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, shit.
Drop some likes, guys. Let's drop some likes. We have a lot of people in here.
Yeah. I don't know if that makes any difference, to be honest with you.
It does. It pushes it more.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All right. No, you said if you did it. No, they don't necessarily expect a sugar relationship. They expect that you will have to provide because you're the man. So you have to remember, Asian culture, you're gonna provide.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna
provide,
be the provider
for sure. You need to take care of the basics, but there's a difference between basics and, like Layla said, and buying the $4,000 bracelet. Yeah. Those different girls.
Full disclosure here. Full disclosure. I've done the sugar thing here as well, to be honest with you. And for me, it's a set amount. I say, this is what I'll do every month, and I'll transfer it directly to your bank account. That's completely different from me having a girlfriend, and anywhere we go, I take care of all the bills. That's expected if you're a man here.
Yep. And it doesn't have to be 100% of the time after you date for a while. Sometimes a good girl is going to want to pay. But sometimes no.
I just would not expect it. I would prefer, especially again, like you're the guy here, you probably make more than them as well. Being from the West, sure. You're gonna make more. It's not probably, you will make more than
95% of them. That's right.
Yeah, you just go ahead and take care of the bills, and it's cheap. That's our most expensive bill is our rent, and it's like $500 a month. You know what I mean, for a luxury apartment with a high rise. I mean, like everything that you could think of is in these buildings. For $500 a month, that's your most expensive bill. Just take care of the bills. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and it's so inexpensive to take them out to date. I mean, unless you're just really scraping the bottom financially, you'll be absolutely fine here. It's so inexpensive.
Yeah.
So it's not, and for sure when you go on your first few dates, and this is the problem I've talked to on my video where I interview 5 girls. If you guys watch that, you'll find it. One of the huge turnoffs for them is when a guy wants to go 50-50. That's the young guys from the West that want to do that, and that's an automatic never talk to you again.
The European guys are big on the
they're big on 50-50. Yeah, the Scandinavians, that's like their culture, right? Yeah, that's an automatic stoppage here. They'll block you and you'll be done.
Yeah.
You have to pay for the meals.
Yeah, like as a matter of fact, it goes even beyond paying for meals. Like, you want to pay for the meals for sure, but they expect you to be a man, like a man's man. Yeah, you're going to have to be a gentleman. They expect you to hold the doors open. They're parking their scooter. If they ride their scooter to the date, pull the scooter out for them, line it up for them.
They love those little things here, man.
Stuff. Yeah, you bring flowers. They'll actually appreciate it.
Yeah,
I got an ex-flowers. She started crying, basically.
Wow.
I was like, dang, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
She's like, so you do love me. I was like, hey, oh, I like you.
Slow down. Brakes.
Like, no time now. But yeah, I think objectively, guys should just pay for dates as well. Like, it depends on what kind of dates as well. No, a good test. And you tell me if you agree with this. You'll have like first dates. I only do coffee dates. That's a rule for me.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I only do coffee dates.
Yeah.
I will not spend more than if I like the person after having a coffee date, and I'm like, okay, yeah, let's grab something else, and maybe we can grab some more food after. But I'm not going to. If you come to Vietnam, some girls, they have this, and I've had this happen, and I've just been like, oh, I see what you're here for. They'll say to you, can I do what's it called? Hadilao, was a Chinese hot pot place that's like $1 million a person.
Yeah,
pizza 4 Ps. That's a popular place here. People like to go and take pictures. The girls like to go take pictures there. Stuff like that. Automatically, they're going to use you.
And the win-win here is same thing Leighton said, is when you start off, I'm glad you brought that up, with coffee dates first, you always decide where to go. You're paying, and they want you to decide where to go. If they suggest an expensive place for you, literally you should just stop the date right there and bust it, because you're doing exactly what Ripstar just said. They're just going to use you. Yeah. And they're not going to give you anything.
They're going to use you for their own
Instagram.
You're not even in the picture.
Yeah, you're not important at all. So a good Vietnamese girl is never going to suggest. They want you to choose. They want to test your manliness. You always decide. And like I say in my videos, do not ask them out on a date. Would you like to go out on Friday? I mean, it's an old habit, because we grow up in America, teaching. Would you like to go out? Would you like to go to the dance with me? You cannot do that with Vietnamese girls.
Yeah.
Even Thai girls, same thing. Saturday we're gonna go out. I got a great place to take you to. Or Saturday, let's meet at the coffee shop at 4. I'll see you there. Very aggressive. Even they're on the border of dating you.
Yeah,
if
tell
you
them
like,
what you're gonna want them
it's
to do.
crazy how they bend to a manly man here.
Yeah.
And by saying manly man, I'm not talking about muscles. They don't equate muscles with manly man. They equate muscles with the personality being strong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I you know what's funny? I've broken that rule where and it's true. I've had remember the one I met here. I told you I met her in front of Circle K.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked her, I was like, oh, which night are you free this week? I want to see you, yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
And she kind of just kept blowing it off.
Yeah.
Versus I had another girl that I met in Ho Chi Minh in District 1. And I said, hey, you should come over here tonight. We're getting dinner and on other activities.
Yes.
And she sure came.
Yeah.
So it's just different.
Yeah, they are so meek and submissive in nature from the way their dad, they respect their father and their brothers.
Yeah.
They really look up to the men in the family. Men are more respected here. So if you come here and they sense your weakness, it's not attractive to them sexually inside, just natively or naturally. And they just look at you like, oh, you're from the West.
Yeah.
Maybe I can take advantage of this guy.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So coffee date's great. You pick the restaurant, so you don't have to pick expensive restaurants. I usually go mid-tier. Sometimes I'll do $25 for a meal, 30 maybe, but I never take them to real expensive steakhouses until the bedroom is all set up.
Yeah. Oh, take care, John. Thanks for hanging out, brother.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate all the banter. Yeah. Yeah, there's a situation where you're going to see some real baddies that come from money. They have high salaries. That's a different ball game. Then you got to roll high.
Nah, I don't play that ball game. It's not worth it. They're feminists. They're usually kind of. I think dating rich women in Asia is tough because they expect you to make the same or more, and sometimes they're not really as submissive. I've noticed as well.
I've dated a couple that are easily multimillionaires. Or beyond 7 figures. I mean, I didn't know they were when I dated them. After a while, I figured it out. I was like, how many condos do you have? Or houses or whatever, because of the, who they married or their family. Some of them from their own work, but, and I still paid for everything. And that's they really like that.
Yeah. But that to me is like, well, if you see that's where, I don't like that because if I'm dating the woman and it's her, this is the thing. If I'm going to marry you, then it should be our money. It's there, and that's the problem with dating richer women or women that make money. Their money is still their money. My money is our money. Their money is still their money. I don't like that. It's either we're a partnership. It's either we're a team or we're not.
Yeah, they don't like to share.
And
I don't have any answer for that.
Yeah, I'm not going to put myself in that situation.
You might be looking for the unicorn.
I'm looking for someone where.
But most women don't have that much money.
That's the thing, and that's why they're okay sharing when
Yeah.
But I other buddy Mike, for example, Canadian Mike. He dated a woman in Bangkok whose father is huge investor, huge real estate investor with Sansari, which is the biggest Thai company. And she was loaded beyond belief. And it was kind of the same thing with her. Like there was just like she respected him, but he did well, but she just didn't really care about anything. He pays he has to pay for all the dates, but she doesn't chip in on anything. She doesn't help with anything. Her money's her money. So for me, that's not really a partnership. I'm looking for someone who, if I'm with them, what is hers is mine and what's mine is hers. And it's like, it's shared. It's ours. There's no, if it's a situation where I buy a car for myself or I buy a motorcycle for myself, that's my bike. You can still ride it, but it's my bike. You know what I mean? But apart from individual positions, when it comes to money as a whole, it comes to assets as a whole, it's ours.
Here's a question.
But that's kind of what you get with the richer girls here. I notice as well the richer girls tend to have spent time in Europe and in the US.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of have a little bit of that feminism rub off on
Mm-hmm.
them as well.
Ripstar says, so for us 34 to 44-year-old guys that aren't Slavs, there are baddies that aren't using. And absolutely in Vietnam.
Absolutely.
And Thailand too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Everywhere.
find this a little bit harder, but not everywhere. Don't go to Malaysia or Indonesia.
No, not Indonesia. I've heard good stuff about Indonesia. Maybe not Bali, but if you go to
I'll tell you a funny story about Indonesia, and I've heard some terrible things out of Indonesia. I play chess online.
Mm-hmm.
By far the worst sports in the world. The people that quit games all the time if they're losing are Indonesians. I don't know what it is.
Sportsmen.
Yeah, and if they're winning sometimes or I'm losing a game, they'll type some rude stuff to me. By far the worst mannered people.
Oh no!
And they're really I've heard some people, because people on YouTube don't want to tell the truth a lot of times. Don't want to say the bad things like about the Philippines or certain places. When you get there, you're like, why didn't I know this stuff? But I don't like it. And I'll tell you, I would never go to Indonesia. Bali is part of Indonesia. It's a bit different game, but
I've heard good stuff about Jakarta. That surprised me though. I know a guy, he's married to an Indonesian woman.
Mm-hmm.
A Jamaican American as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was in the army. I met him in Thailand.
I've met a couple guys that have met. I'm not saying there's not some.
But yeah, there are always exceptions to the rule. Right? That's the thing.
It's the biggest Muslim country in the world.
Yeah.
Highest population of Muslims. Indonesia is the 4th most populated country in the world.
Yeah.
So at least we know they like one activity. Rich Fat Fingers would like to follow you, 2000. Great collab. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Thanks. I appreciate that comment. I'm buying. Cool. I love it. I've been to China. I've been to China, Hong Kong. This is Jason. I've been to China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Korea, Japan, to name a few. I wonder if it'd be a shock for me to go to Vietnam with the ladies. I've seen Vietnamese ladies in China and Hong Kong, so I've seen a sample. Well, I don't know what you mean by shock, but looks-wise. Because I've dated Japanese girls, but I'd never stayed in Japan. In Korea, you can't even compare. It's not even close as far as beauty goes. China, I do not know.
Well, Korea, it's a lot of the beauty is artificial, right?
Yeah, so many there.
So many women have had nose job. Like it's normal to have a nose job in Korea.
Ripstar, there aren't any genuine ones. No, there absolutely are genuine ones here. They're just negative. You just have to wait them out. But there are definitely lots of good Vietnamese girls. Like I said, they're not focused earlier.
I think he was talking about the rich ones.
The rich ones. There's not that many rich ones here.
Well,
for some reason, I had one in Seattle that was married to, I don't know how wealthy her husband was, but he was president of one of the biggest companies in America he worked for the company for 40 years, top to bottom. He was president for a long time. But she was looking for a boy toy. That wasn't my deal. But I had a
rich Vietnamese women, I think.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying, as far as rich women go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's
a
weird dynamic when the woman has more money than you.
Yeah, because you're automatically in a submissive
to a degree.
Yeah, and it's not like,
and it makes them uncomfortable. And it makes a lot of men uncomfortable.
I wouldn't care as long as it's our money, but I know how women think. Most women don't think that way. Most women are like, "Oh, it's my money."
Yeah.
So, I've dated the one of the women I told you in Thailand.
There's the coconut city.
The one that had the restaurants. She was loaded.
Yeah,
she offered to buy me a Ducati, and I was just whispering to her. I picked some pillow talk. I said, "Oh man, I look at this bike. My buddy just got one. I kind of want one too." And she's like, "Oh, I'll buy one for you. How much is it?" And I was like, $550K for a used one. And she's like, "Oh, that's not that bad. I thought it was more." And I was like, "Okay." And she's like, "Yeah, I'll buy one for you if you want one." But I knew that it would kind of lock me into being
strings.
Yeah,
that's right.
That was her way of tying a string around my leg.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah." She's pretty, but she's like, she should be 50 now. And I was like, "Yeah, I don't want."
You're tied down, at least to me too. I feel indebted to the girl if she bought something. That's not a good feeling. You feel like you're a slave to her. Like you're the woman.
I'm her boy toy.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what it would be. I would be her boy toy under contract, at least for a while. And she already was starting to be a little bit pushy. "Oh, you should come meet my sister." And I was like, You know what this is? You're 50. I'm 28. So what are we talking about?
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that's a big difference. She was 50?
Yeah, I told 49 at the time.
Oh, I didn't know she was that old.
Yeah.
Oh,
she was the one that I showed you. She was very pretty. She's
yeah,
still
she
super
was.
pretty. She's still
Great
super
body.
pretty.
Great.
And
great
she takes
looking.
care of herself, goes to the spa every week.
Yeah, you can
in
see
the gym every day.
Yeah, there's some 50-year-olds that look amazing here.
Does her Korean facials, you know, like she takes care of herself. She has the money to. She has 3 restaurants in Bangkok, you know. So
Shane said, spending money on a girl, is there a chance that she will stick with me for a long-term relationship, or will she leave me if I don't take my wallet regularly? So that's Thailand and that's the Philippines.
That's the Philippines.
If you lose your wallet in the Philippines, you've lost everything, brother.
You shouldn't be leading with money. You're going about it the wrong way.
Oh yeah, you can't. But in Vietnam, I'm telling you, man, that is not the way Vietnamese girls are.
But you should still not just. You
have
just
to
not
pay.
Be leading. Yeah, but he's saying if I'm spending a lot of money on a girl, I
just don't think
you should be spending
money.
a lot of money on a girl until she's proven herself to you.
Yeah.
If she's your long-term girlfriend or your wife, that's a different thing. But you're going. I think your mindset towards this is and I'm making an assumption. I don't know you, so I'm just making an assumption based on what you typed here. But I think your mindset is a little is off here. Look for the woman that likes you, and if you're with her for a while and it feels right, then you can spend some money.
Ripstar, I don't get it. What percentage of girls have had all their teeth? I've never had a girl with bad teeth here.
And it's cheap to do dental work here too.
Yeah. Oh God, it's so cheap.
Yeah.
It's inexpensive. Well, for us.
Yeah. Well,
but Americans, Ripstar, I doubt you've been here before, because it's just can't. It's not Vietnam from the TV that. Remember, you're listening to you're watching mainstream media, and that's the way I was too when I first came here. And I was like, okay, it's so different when you go to these countries than what they teach us in America. They don't want us to think. They want us to think a certain way. Yeah. They do not like to share their money if they're well off, even after marriage.
That's all women.
Yeah, I think that's not just Vietnamese. I don't know.
All women.
Well, there's not that high a percentage of Vietnamese women are going to make more money than you.
That's it. Yeah, that's not something you have to worry about.
Yeah.
Truthfully.
Yeah.
We were just being hyperbolic, but it's how often I don't think I've ever met a woman that made more money than me. That's in my age range or younger than me in Asia.
Yeah.
Maybe one, but she wasn't Asian. She was Western. So no Asian woman that I've met in Asia has made more money than me.
Yeah. When I dated my two, that I found out later were, multimillionaires or whatever you want to call it. It's not in cash, right? It's in property and assets.
Yeah.
But when I met them, neither of them, both of them had really low paying jobs.
Yeah.
In that one just did it because she was bored. She had no boyfriend. Her husband had passed away. And I met her, and I like the women that don't have the high paying jobs, because right away you're the provider and there's like a dynamic, and I'm not saying I'm paying for it, but it's that manly feeling that, my salary as a teacher was around 18 to 2,200, maybe a little more, maybe a little less month to month, but right around 2,000 a month. But here, that's a high salary. As a foreigner, it's okay, but you don't want to make less than that, right?
Least I would say is 50 mil.
Yeah, 2,000, about 2,000.
Yeah.
So if you're going to date, that's a good.
That's a good benchmark.
Yeah, that's a good benchmark.
Especially if you're out here. If you're in D9, 2,000 goes a long way.
That's right.
I haven't spent more than 1,500 the past month, and that's even with going out with you guys all the time. It's buying food for each other and whatnot. So
yeah. But it's better. I know a lot of the guys I do the consultations with have much higher budget than I do, and then you can live down in Vinhome Central Park.
Yeah.
But you want to have at least $2,500.
I said 25, 3 is good.
Yeah.
That's a good base for anyone living abroad. If $3,000 is a good base, if you have savings, savings, $3,000 is a good base. If you don't have savings, 4 or 5.
Really, 4 or 5?
I would say 4 or 5, yeah, because you want to have enough to be able to buy an emergency flight back to the U.S. or something.
Oh yeah, to have some in.
Or if you have a credit card, then if you have a good credit card with a big limit, like you have a good Amex or a good Chase card, then sure, you can live on
out if you lose your job or something like that.
You can fly back home and figure something out. live on credit for a month or two. But yeah,
COVID. I had to do that shit during COVID.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, how do you meet most of my? So for me, I'm really big on cold approach right now. Facebook dating is really good. I used to use Tinder and Hinge. Hinge is good here, I've heard. Bumble is good here.
Yeah, Bumble's pretty good.
Bumble's pretty good here. I've heard guys here say that they've had good relationships from Bumble. So Bumble is really, really good here.
Bumble has the dynamic of they like you first.
They like you first.
You already know you check off a bunch of the checklists. What you look like.
Time then, yeah.
Yeah. So right away, you're their style of physical attraction. There's something they like about you. So that's a good start.
Yeah. But me personally, Facebook dating and cold approach. Mike will tell you, I'm very big on cold approach. If I see someone I like, I will just go up to them and say hello. About 50-50, actually more in person now, Ripstar. I haven't really been doing a lot of internet dating. I just don't have the time. So cold approach is what I've been doing. I probably do an approach a day, sometimes more on the weekends. And there's a mall here. I'm in District 9 with Mike. So there's a mall here. That's a good spot, especially on the weekends. There are lots of parks here. So you can go into any of the parks and just talk to them in there. In the weekdays, there are some little convenience stores like Circle K, 7-Eleven that are downstairs. So sometimes I just hang out in front of them. I'll grab like a drink and watch the lights at night because here they have like a light show on the buildings at night. So I'll go downstairs, grab a drink and watch the lights.
So beautiful.
And if I see a beautiful woman walk past, I'll go and say hi. So yeah. For work, Dylan, I do consulting for. I used to do real estate marketing consulting. Now I'm doing consulting kind of similar to what Mike is doing, relocation consulting. But if you need that, talk to Mike. I'm not going to, pitch on his channel. That'd be messed up.
No,
I won't steal any business from him. But apart from that, I'm a day trader as well. And I do YouTube too. I just started doing YouTube full time. And Mike does full-time YouTube and dating and relocation consulting.
Yeah. I think we should wrap this sucker up. I've got a bunch of videos to do. We've been 2 hours in.
How often do I face colorism? Oh, I really don't care, man. I'm one of those people that I just don't let stuff like that bother me. And good question. No worries at all on asking that. I just don't really care about that stuff. You have a lot of Black people in America that have a victim mentality about this stuff. And I realize that there are just some people in the world that are going to be dumb and think that color has a major effect on your quality and standard of life and what you do, which I definitely think there is some truth towards. I won't get into that discussion, but I think I just live my life, man. If someone doesn't like me because I'm Black, sure, no problem. It's their decision whether or not they want to do that.
There's people that don't like me because I'm white. There's people that don't like you because you're Black. Maybe more percentage don't like you because you're Black. Depends on where you are.
Depends on where you are. Yeah,
that's right.
But
you're not dealing with intelligent people.
That's it.
Do you really want to be friends with an idiot?
Exactly.
Doesn't like you because of your color of your skin. What an idiotic way to judge someone.
That's it. I judge people based on the content of their character, like Martin Luther King says, and even he was kind of a plan.
I judge it on the size of people's hands. Tiny hands, I don't trust those. I'm kidding.
That's funny. But no, I don't really have any issues here too much. In Cambodia, I did. I will say that. In Cambodia, I did. I know China has some issues with that.
Some places for sure.
Thailand is very accepting of anybody. Vietnam is very accepting of anybody
Thailand
as well.
Is crazy.
Thailand, no, though, I will say this because, and this is kind of, again, this is what happens. The good suffer for the bad. What happened in Thailand is you had a lot of African guys that were selling drugs in the tourist areas. And so as a result, the African guys gave Black people a bad rap in Thailand.
It happened here too.
Happened here too.
Yeah. A lot of them got arrested here.
Yeah.
They were selling elephant tusk here. for
Oh,
medicine to the Chinese. They
I
got
heard
6
about
of them by
Yeah.
a building next to me.
And the immigration guys just rapidly like throw out a bunch of Nigerian guys that overstay their visas.
Yeah,
here, right?
they don't go extend their visas because it's like $200,
Yeah.
and their salary is so low.
Yeah.
I had one
So-
guy come up to me and ask me if I give him some money. I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, why would I
not
give?
uncommon.
I said,
Not uncommon.
yeah, why would I give you money?
But
I laughed. I said, are you kidding me?
It gives us a bad rep, and they're very aggressive too. So lots of the African guys here, they'll approach women and like grab their arms and stuff. It gives them a very bad
It
rep.
freaks them out, especially Vietnamese women.
Yeah, because there's such a big size difference, right? Like the guys, average African guys, borderline 6 foot, and the Vietnamese women are closer to 5 foot.
5 foot, yeah.
So, and I saw that in Thailand as well. I remember when I lived in in Rama 9. I lived with a friend of mine, and I remember going to that condo. That was a super, super local condo. Only costed about $250, $300 a month. And there were some Nigerian guys that would live there. And I remember I was coming in one night, and there was this girl. She was really cute. She was smiling at me. I waved to her and whatnot. And I was going to talk to her. And this Nigerian guy came out of nowhere and just grabbed her arm like this and like started pulling her and said, "Hey, come talk to me." And she was like, "Oh," she started screaming.
Yeah.
And after that, she never looked at me again. I saw that. I was working on that girl for like weeks, dude. I was about to go. I finally was getting the courage to go talk to her. And yeah, he messed it up for me.
Yeah, I will say I do have my good friend here is Nigerian. Of course, he grew up in America, but he's like super, super good human being.
Yeah.
So there are good African guys too, which unfortunately
the bad ones
paint a bad picture for those guys too.
Yeah, you have a lot of Nigerian guys that are very smart, good teachers. You have a lot of Nigerian teachers. African teachers here.
Yeah,
but
I've seen some. I met some. Yep.
The bad suffer for the good, as always, right?
That's right.
Lots of the Africans, lots of the Caribbean people, and a lot of all the Asians do it too, but it's not as frowned upon for them, right? They're already Asian; it's not hard. But for a lot of the people from Africa and the Caribbean, unfortunately, have a habit of overstaying visas. So that's why I have I travel on a Jamaican passport most of the time. It's I get punished because of that as well. So
yeah.
How tall are both of us? You're what, 6'2", Mike?
No, I'm 6 foot now.
6 foot. I'm 5'11" as well.
We are in Ho Chi Minh or Saigon. It's actually called Tuduk, no?
Tuduk City, yeah. Tuduk. It's still technically in Ho Chi Minh, though. It's included in the border of Ho Chi Minh, but Ho Chi Minh is such a big city. By land border, I guess.
Shane, just date somebody who's got a job. Would be my advice. But one bad side is I've had a couple of girls. I had a lady I really liked. Shouldn't say really liked, but liked. But she worked 7 days a week, so I could never see her.
Yeah, that's a factor.
So I was like, yeah, forget it.
If you like them enough, retire them. If you make enough money too.
Yeah, it's not that much to take. I mean, if you're over 2,500, you can easily take care of a female here.
Yeah,
but 100%. If they don't work, that's a bad sign. Most of them work. Yeah. Vietnam is a working environment. The poverty rate in Vietnam is like 3 times less than America, or 4 times now. It's under 4%. I think America's like 15 or 16%.
Probably 20 now. Jeez.
It's crazy. Yeah, probably went up more.
Yeah, and we have so much blasted people on welfare. Taxpayers paying for.
Yeah. Hanoi has terrible air pollution, some of the worst in the world, so I'll never live there. No,
girls do not approach first here. No, you have to be a man.
Not even Thailand.
In Thailand, maybe, yeah. If you're really good looking enough in Thailand, yeah. In a club, and it depends on where.
Yeah.
In Thailand, in a club, in a tourist area, yes. But those are not the girls that you want to date.
That's right.
Yeah. Girls do not approach first. If you want to find a good girl, you go and talk to her here. That's how it works.
All right, guys, we'll wrap it up for today. Maybe we'll do one more live stream with Leighton again and the live stream yesterday with Tom. And I'll have both the guys on here and you guys can talk to them.
All right, peeps, drop a like as well before we head out to help the channel, please.
Appreciate it. Guys, we got 16 viewers, 16 likes. Oh, let's keep going. I don't like 6. Oh, there we go. 15. Somebody left. Okay, good. Now we can stop. Somebody like. Can I like my own live? Oh, we got one person disliked the live. What the fuck? Why are you stopping?
Oh, they re-liked it. There you go.
Oh
All
no!
right, peeps.
Can I like it?
Take care, everyone.
Where's
Have a
wait?
good
No,
day.
I need to like it. I can't end
I
up
don't
with
know if
6.
you can like.
I can wave. Hello. That doesn't do it. Where's the like
That's
button? I
funny.
guess you can't like it. Can't like yourself. Anyway, all right, guys. Somebody please like it. That's all right. I'll just go with 16. All right, take care, guys. Thanks for the banter.
All right, bye, peeps.
Chat later. Yeah, follow Digital Leighton too on YouTube. He's just starting. He's an interesting guy because he's very open and honest. That's what I like about him. Honesty is a good trait.
Indeed it is. Indeed it is.
He's a little bitchy sometimes, but if you don't message him back within 2 minutes. I messaged you like 67 seconds ago. I may be exaggerating. Not much. Okay, peace.
All right, take care, everyone. That was a good one.
That was a good one, bud.